What's up, everybody? What's up, Valhalla? Sports Talk is on the air. Men's college basketball action, and it's a good one. The number 4 Tennessee Volunteers take on the number 15 Kentucky Wildcats. March Madness just around the corner. And Valhalla Sports Talk wants to welcome you to the party.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
This game's set to start at 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. That's in about 14 minutes. We will have the game audio and the stats rolling on your screen. I encourage you to subscribe. Hit that like button. If you want to reward the work, members on the channel today will have access to both the Kentucky and the Tennessee emojis. So think about membering up. It's only about $4. Sarah Small in the house, Sheila in the house, Ant in the house, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the house. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. 17 up in here. As I mentioned, 13 minutes to tip off in this game between the Wildcats and the Volunteers. Smash that like, everybody. Smash that like. 10 likes on the stream thus far, and we're just getting started. Let's listen in and see if we've got some game audio yet. I don't think it will be active yet, at least not the audio we're looking for.
Incoming call, and actually trains Google to give you.
And it is not. So stand by, everybody. Stand by. Go get your snacks. Go get your drinks. Go get your grub on. Get on your team gear, because this one's going to be a good one. Betting is now open. You can pick the winner of this game. Use your Valhalla Sports Talk points. They're like points, but with a V. The two choices today are Wildcats or Volunteers. Use all caps when you pick the team. It's open now because you told me it was not on, Sheila. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The bets are already rolling in. This game will be broadcast on your local television remote on CBS. And as I mentioned, it starts in about 11 minutes. I'd like to thank my co-host, Fox Tanking. He's manning the Valhalla Sports Talk control room. Looks like he's hard at work. But stay tuned, everybody. 22 in the house. Thank you for joining us here on Valhalla Sports Talk, your home for NCAA men's basketball live streams through the 2024 March Madness.
A reality show.
All right, the Volunteers are projected to be a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. The Wildcats a number 5 seed. Net ranking, 19th for the Wildcats, 5th for the Tennessee Vols. Currently on CBS, Texas A&M is at Ole Miss. There's 7:50 remaining in the second half, and it's a huge lead for the Texas A&M, 73-49. Today's scores from around NCAA basketball will be scrolling at the top of your screen. Dab Dave in the house. What's up, Dab Dave?
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
Daniel Barry says, how about them Lakers? At 12 likes, 48 views. Tip-off will probably be delayed just a bit. Still 6:27 to go in this Texas A&M Ole Miss game. I think what I might do is, I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm not going to mess around with that, y'all. I'm just going to wait for ours to start. But in the chat, who you representing in this matchup of top 20 teams? Are you Team Kentucky or Team Tennessee? Released a short on the channel a little earlier. If you were an NBA GM on draft day and you had to pick between Bronny James and Caitlin Clark, who are you picking for your NBA franchise? That short has 472 views, 12 likes. Noah Ronaldo checks into the chat, says, go Cats. Dab Dave predicts Tennessee's going to pull it out in overtime. Out of the blue checks in, says, all Vols. That's an interesting with that username. That's kind of interesting. Miss Sarah, I want to thank you, Miss Sarah, for sharing out my streams lately on your social media. I appreciate it.
had frostbite because he does construction in Maine, and during a really brutal winter, he was fixing a bridge by the water. And so he's got frostbite in his hands, and every winter it flares up. Like, he's still got problems with it. But he was
Billy Voles checks in. This is Clark for sure. Alex checks in from Japan. Hi from Japan. It's about 6 in the morning here.
I mean, you know,
Rebecca Combs checks in.
The Peacock app isn't that
says
much. You had choices. There
12.
are options here, and for some reason they chose to go, and now, potentially they're going to deal with the repercussions. So it sucks. I mean, it's sad.
All right, still 4:17 to go in this Texas A&M Ole Miss game on CBS.
If you don't like it, don't go. What else we got?
Yeah.
And it's still a huge lead for Texas A&M, 82 to 53.
And if you have time this weekend, check out American Conspiracy: The Octopus Murders on Netflix. I was enthralled.
Kentucky by 12. I was wondering what you were doing there, Rebecca. Just a little typo. Happens to the best of us.
I told her, normally I'll leave because I was putting my son to bed, and I'll say,
welcome to the stream, Rebecca Combs.
I was like, if you watch the rest of this without me, I'm going to be pissed. I said, it's fantastic. Just the way everything's woven together, and the brother who's the doctor who goes, yeah, none of this makes sense. Like, from the jump, none of it makes sense, so I can't wait to finish that. And I can't wait for you guys to check out Alex and Carmen, who are next here from the TireRack.com site.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
Weeknights on FS1 Race Hub.
I'm going to mute that audio until we get audio of the game for sure. Rebecca says Kentucky by 12. Tennessee is the 7.5-point favorite. The over-under, 167. And the Wildcats are going into hostile territory. Thompson Boiling Arena, Knoxville, Tennessee. Kentucky does average more points per game at 89.7. The Vols, 80.2. Rebounds per game, 41 for the Wildcats, 41.8 for the Vols. Assists per game, 17.6 for the Wildcats, 16.9 for the Volunteers.
Your home painting project today and bring happiness home. We proudly use
Big 28 in the house with tip-off just minutes away. Where you at, Big Blue Nation? And BBN. I guess I didn't do a poll on this one. How did I miss that? I could have swore I had one up there. $16 likes, 130 views.
.com is based in Chicago, but
LA Shadow 8, Arizona fan here, rooting for Kentucky today. I'm going to do the Arizona USC game this evening on the channel, LA Shadow 8.
Go to PineValleyOrthotics.com.
I live about an hour and a half from the University of Arizona. All right, still 3 minutes, clock running in the second half between Texas A&M and Ole Miss. Texas A&M still up big, 85-53.
OIDA.com and make that.
I'm going to try to listen in on the University of Kentucky radio telecast today. Billy Bowles says Wildcats all day. Kentucky and Arizona.
Sunday at 2:30 Eastern.
Clay Shadow 8 says, I'm going to fly out to Vegas on Monday for the Pac-12 tourney. Nice, dude. Nice. I'm jealous.
3 or 4 5-game stretch where they struggled so badly. Gonzaga was in the mix. Florida was in the mix, and it seemed like everyone was scoring on out-of-bounds plays. Kentucky made a change, and it was a huge change because they started zoning that out-of-bounds plays.
Brandon Town, that is a huge Kentucky Wildcat fan, screaming 3 weeks ago that Kentucky needed to start playing zone defense.
So that has taken away all of those baskets. The flip side of that is Kentucky.
Go BBN. I'll take UK for the win by 15, says Doug.
Hopefully Kentucky will do a much better job here today.
No, absolutely. And Tom, and I'll put this to the both of you. Sometimes fans and, as Cal would say, basketball bennies, they don't really like to hear that, it just takes some time for teams to come together. But if you look at it and you look down the stretch, Florida has gotten better as the season has gone on. Texas A&M with this whipping of Ole Miss today. You look at Arkansas, and even though they didn't win today, they played Kentucky tough twice, and then they go in.
We are past the tip-off time, but as I mentioned on CBS, CBS currently has another game rolling, so I'm sure they're holding the start of Kentucky, Tennessee until the completion of this one. 1:25 to go. Texas A&M 86, Ole Miss 56.
Right buttons to push, especially when there's so much roster turnover. Cal was kind of at the forefront of that with one-and-done players, but now there's a lot of one-and-dones on the back end with the transfer portal, and you just have a lot of roster turnover. That's the thing about this Tennessee team. They've got a bunch of juniors and seniors, and they've all been here. They haven't come from anywhere else.
I agree with you, Tom, 100% when you talk about the guys who stay. Because, and I'll tell you, there is such a big difference in Coach Cal coached players from one year to the next. And some of the improvement that we've seen, Aduthiero is a good example of that.
Perfect example.
That second year with Coach Cal for players, usually a really big jump. Ugana, look at what he's done. We could go on and on and on with the improvement. So I'm still not a fan of the one and done. Never will be, because I loved my experience.
Less than a minute to go now. Texas A&M Ole Miss.
It's just too bad a lot of these guys, even if the ones who come in late,
those late arrivals, I see we got more showing up. This game is going to be shown on your television remote on CBS.
You'd like to see somebody from Kentucky put somebody from Tennessee on the floor. I talked about it earlier.
But we hope you hang out with us. Join the chat.
He has gotten, he
and
knows
rep
what people are going to try
either
to do to
your
him,
Wildcats or your Volunteers.
where he's going to respond appropriately.
Listen, if I'm Kentucky, I want 100 fouls called in this game.
Yes.
Okay? I want for every time they try to deliver a message to me.
All right, and this game goes final. Texas A&M with the victory, 86-60.
Because Kentucky has 15 fouls to use.
Yep.
And there is absolutely no reason why any one guy should take a punishment from the Tennessee Bigs.
No question. That's a great point. You'll hear more of this great insight as Jack and Tom get set to call the action. We want to thank you for being with us here. Coming up next, it's tip between the Cats and the Vols. You'll hear the voice of the Cats, Tom Leach.
All right, truth in advertising, y'all. Truth in advertising. The scoreboard on your screen during these games is usually slightly ahead of the audio that you will be hearing.
And the crowd.
Nothing I can do about that. I can't slow down the internet.
Passion and dedication that make Kentucky strong.
Just to let you know, sometimes that scoreboard is going to be, ahead by probably about 20 to 30 seconds at times.
UK Healthcare, the official healthcare partner.
But if you like what you see, you want me to do more of these streams, I plan to follow both Wildcat teams, both Kentucky and Arizona, through the tournament as long as they stay active.
Now you can play 300 times the cash with over $24.5 million in total cash prizes and a chance to win the top prize of $3 million. Play 300 times the cash today. Get game details at kylottery.com.
Got Nichols in the house.
Remember, it's just a game.
I don't know. I'm not talking about NASCAR right now, Scott. It's literally listed on the community tab.
People of Kentucky. We strive daily to give 100% to our customers, our employees, and our families. We are committed to providing
There is a post on the community tab that deals specifically with that, and it says which cars have been assigned to whom.
We will treat you like family. Don Franklin Family of Dealerships, we are Kentucky.
Hey, Wildcat fans! Little Caesars, the home of hot and ready pizza, invites you to try our world-famous Crazy Bread with crazy sauce, Caesar wings, Italian cheese bread, and our new cookie dough brownie dessert. At Little Caesars, we begin each day with dough made fresh from scratch, fresh, never frozen cheese, and the tastiest toppings.
I think he got the 22 dab name, but I'm not sure.
And an enthusiastic member of Big Blue Nation. So go!
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Kentucky! What separates Kentucky from everyone else?
One of the winningest college basketball programs of all time.
To top the mountain of college basketball.
CATS, champs, champs, champs. 17 Final Fours.
Unrivaled. The greatest tradition in the history of college basketball.
And 8 national championships.
Is right here.
College basketball's national championship trophy is coming home to Kentucky. This is Kentucky basketball on the UK Sports Network.
Let's have some fun. And let's get on with this. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue.
Here they come. The Cats are playing.
Wow.
Now, here's the voice of your Cats, Tom Leach.
The two teams in the SEC that are playing their best right now are league champion Tennessee and the Kentucky Wildcats. And they meet in the regular season finale here on Rocky Top. The Vols and the Cats are a combined 13-1 in the last 4 weeks, and both look to position themselves better for the postseason by adding one more win today. Good afternoon from the Food City Center on the University of Tennessee campus in Knoxville. I'm Tom Leach, along with the Goose, UK Athletics Hall of Famer Jack Gibbons. Tennessee's 24-6, 14-3 in the league. The Wildcats 22-8 overall, 12-5 in the SEC. One more conference game before we get to the postseason next week, starting in Nashville with the SEC tournament. Starting lineups are coming up next. This is the UK Sports Network.
Butterfly.
Shoots a three that's good. What it feels like to hear the Big Blue Nation roar.
Kentucky
TV's being ornery.
is brought to you by Care Source, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Hunt Brothers Pizza, the Kentucky Select Chevy Dealers, UK Healthcare, and by Kentucky Tourism. It is on. Tip-off is coming up. This is the UK Sports Network. Kentucky Basketball in Lexington is brought to you by your local Bluegrass Toyota dealers. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Central Bank, Dairy Queen, and by Liquor Barn. Catch the Wildcats in Lexington all season long on your home for Kentucky basketball, the UK Sports Network.
First Watch, the daytime cafe, is serving up good mornings to Wildcat country. Here at First Watch, we begin each morning at the crack of dawn, slicing fresh fruits and vegetables, baking muffins, and whipping up our French toast batter from scratch. We use only the finest ingredients for the freshest taste around. Whether you want breakfast for lunch or lunch for breakfast, at First Watch, everything is made to order and freshness is never compromised. First Watch is proud to be the official breakfast of UK athletics. Go Cats!
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota, like the family-size Highlander. Now through April 1st, get a new 24 Highlander with 4.75 APR financing, or 5.75 on an electrified Highlander hybrid, or get up to $1,000 APR cash on the new Grand Highlander, depending on model, when financed with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp
I have
apples
seen that,
and
Billy.
pasta sauce. With no hidden
I have
fees or
seen that, and I
markups.
saw an
It's one
artist
small
rendering of it
click
as
for
well.
Groceries,
Pretty
one
wild.
big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Time to set the starting lineups for Kentucky and Tennessee. And for the Vols, on their senior day, Josiah Jordan-James, one of the seniors, will be starting. 6'7" from Charleston, South Carolina, averaging 9 a game. Jonas Adu in the middle, 6'11" junior, 240 from Durham, North Carolina, averages 12 per game. Dalton Knecht, 6'7" senior, transferred in, fifth-year senior from Thornton, Colorado. 21 points a game to lead the Volunteers. Santiago Vescovi is one of the guards. He's a 6'3", fifth-year senior from Uruguay, averaging 7 per game. And at the point, 5'9" junior Zakai Ziegler from Long Island in New York, averaging 11 points a game. He had 26 points, 13 assists, and only 2 turnovers in the Vols win in Lexington. Same 5 that have been starting for the Wildcats. Justin Edwards, the freshman from Philadelphia, averaging 9 points a game. Adu Thiero, 6'7" sophomore, Leedsdale, Pennsylvania, averaging 8 per game. Ugana Onyenso averages 4 points a game, 7-foot sophomore from Nigeria. Antonio Reeves, SEC Player of the Year candidate, All-America candidate, one of the finalists for the Jerry West Award, the top shooting guard, averaging 20 a game, is the 6'5" senior from Chicago. And at the point, 6'2" freshman from Camden, New Jersey, DJ Wagner. DJ averaging 11 per game. Tennessee starting 5, starting as a unit for the 25th consecutive game. We'll be right back with the opening tip. This is the UK Sports Network.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Whoa, 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 Dave. Before you use that post hole digger, where's your gas line? And where's your wallet? Because you hit a gas line and it's going to cost you. Not to mention that it's also very dangerous. Okay, now, where's your phone? Good. Call 811 before you dig. One call, and you'll know where to dig every time. So call 811. No problems, no accident, no fines. Oh, and it's the law.
Terry Oglesby, Don Daly, Patrick Evans. That's the officiating crew for today. The Cats are in blue, of course. White numerals and letters, white trim. And for the Tennessee Vols, the home white with orange numerals and letters. And that block T logo at the bottom of the trunks on each side. Goose, somebody gets in foul trouble. Can you go? Can you give us 5 minutes, 10?
Well, I used to at least be able to think I could, Tom.
Summer Obe in the house. What's up, buddy?
Now, but I will cheer loud enough for them that they would think I was out there on the floor.
This is the 239th all-time meeting. Kentucky leads the series 160-78. Here in Knoxville, the Cats have won 55 and lost 52.
The announcer mentioned Kentucky in all blue today.
Arena for the Vols. Kentucky was 7-17 there. That was a house of horrors in the 60s and 70s for a lot of Kentucky teams. In this building, the Wildcats actually have a winning record. They've won 19,
Wagner, Reeves, Edwards, Thiero, Onieso for Kentucky, Ziegler, Vescovi, Knecht, James, and Adu for Tennessee.
Play them, Tom. You know, teams that have been favored to win and have lost. Kentucky understands that they are better now than they were at that time. Tennessee's playing some great basketball. You have to give them, but so is Kentucky. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Cats will go left to right from our vantage point here in Knoxville, but we're on the same side as the Kentucky bench. So if you're listening to us and watching on television, that direction will be just the opposite. Ugana Onyenso in the jump circle against Jonas Adu. One of the things Cal said at shoot-around today, he wants these guys battling from this opening tip.
Yeah, and you'd like to see Kentucky get it and attack the basket, get some momentum going their favor.
He said they're going to have 5 guys going for it. I want our 5 guys going for it. And maybe they have to call 10 fouls. Just about ready to roll in Knoxville. Tap controlled by Onyenso, and it actually goes to Tennessee. James came up with the ball, and he gives it to Ziegler out deep on the left side. Wagner will guard him. DJ did not play against Tennessee the last time these two met. Ziegler passes to Vescovi, driving into the lane from the right corner out to Adu for an 18-footer, rattles out, and the rebound to Kentucky. Thiero clears it, and here come the Cats.
We are Saints.
Front court, left side. Dribbles out front, cross-court pass to Reeves, guarded by Vescovi. He gives it up to Wagner. Wagner turns his back to Ziegler, hands it off to Thiero. Thiero dribbles over to his right.
Longhorns got the dub.
To Reeves, to Wagner, 10 on the shot clock.
What's up, Jay Ramirez?
Thiero left of the circle. Thiero goes across the circle, moving right, gives it to Edwards, curls into the circle, pump fake, jumper, good.
Nice start. Just what you wanted to see.
2-0 Kentucky. Tennessee quickly the other way. Top of the circle, James passes left side to Knecht. He's guarded by Edwards. To Ziegler straight away, comes back to Knecht. Knecht goes along the baseline, can't get a shot and throws it away. No, it was touched by one of the Wildcats over in that far right corner. It'll be Tennessee's ball there with 16 to shoot.
Yeah, I think DJ got just a finger on it as he tried to drop down and take that pass away along the baseline.
Comes into Ziegler. Ziegler gets into the lane, goes underneath the basket, can't get a shot, throws it out to James on the left wing, back to Ziegler, left corner, 3-ball, short, rebound James, blocked by Onyenso, and Thiero comes up with it for Kentucky. Wagner heads up into front court, starts down the lane, cut off, out to Reeves, into the paint, floater, bounces off, no good. Onyenso taps it out, James comes up with it, knocked away by Thiero, and he's called for a reach-in foul. First foul of the game goes against the Cats.
But I do like the intensity of with Kentucky's playing with right now, man. They are coming right at Tennessee.
Tennessee scored easily early in the game in Lexington. Kentucky struggled to score, but the Wildcats have a 2-0 lead. Here's Tennessee has come up empty on its first 2 possessions. Knecht double teamed out at the midcourt circle. Right side to Ziegler, and he throws it away as it skips through the legs of James in the left corner. Turnover Tennessee.
Just in the passing lanes, just deflecting, making it as tough as possible.
And the inbounds pass is deflected out of bounds by James.
They got to take it out under the basket now.
Now Thiero's going to move under the basket where it was deflected to inbound the ball, which is good for Kentucky because they had their other 3 guys way at the other end of the floor, and now they bring them in to backcourt to help get the ball in play. Thiero looking, gets it into Edwards. Edwards trying to get it back to Wagner. Instead, Edwards will bring it up himself. Tennessee really denying hard on that press to make it difficult to inbound the ball. Kentucky barely beat the count. Here's Wagner out deep on the right. Bounce pass to Thiero. Thiero out at the midcourt circle. Dribbles over to his right. Drives along the baseline. Goes underneath the basket and goes up with a jump hook, and he walked. Turnover gives it back to Tennessee, and Adu Thiero will make an early exit. Trey Mitchell checking in for Kentucky. Thought he moved much better today at shooter end than we've seen him in a while.
Yeah, I think the reason he's out right there is because he had a difficult time throwing the ball in bounds. There's no reason why he should struggle there.
Here's Ziegler out deep on the right. Bounce
you
pass
don't have
to
it on
Adu
your
at the top.
CBS,
He
Butterfly?
hands it to
That's weird.
Vescovi, top of the circle. Pass left side to Connect. Comes into the free throw line. It's blocked by Onyenso. Battle for the loose ball. Adu comes up with it. Gives it to Connect down the lane. And it's partially blocked by Onyenso again. Here come the Cats. Wagner ahead to Mitchell. Up into front court to Reeves. Reeves comes through the lane. Throws it out to Wagner. Wagner step back. Deep three. Air ball. Tennessee has it coming the other way.
Wow, these teams can't buy a bucket early.
Before he caught the ball, you could see. And then Dalton was late getting down the floor, and it kind of threw him off just a little bit.
Onyenso owning the paint defensively for Kentucky, and the Cats lead it 2-0. Connect, open, right wing, three, good. Tennessee has its first lead. Dalton Connect had 16 against Kentucky in Lexington. It's his 72nd three-point basket of the season. Here's Reeves out deep on the right side to Mitchell, back to Reeves. Reeves floats it over in the corner to Edwards. Three, left corner, no good. Tapped up, no good. Connect rebounds for Kentucky, or for Tennessee. Connect weaving through the defense, has it knocked away from behind by Mitchell, but Connect gets it back to Vescovi, back to Connect, and his pass out to the wing is deflected. Loose ball. Wagner taps it out to Edwards for Kentucky. A steal for the Cats. Wagner, top of the circle, gets into the lane, right to the rim, left-hand layup, good, 4-3 Kentucky.
Very nice. The defense is setting the tempo for the Cats right now.
Yes, it is. Kentucky very active, very physical defensively. 16:20 left in the opening half, and a foul out front as Wagner, trying to defend Ziegler, accidentally slapped him on the chest or in the neck area, and it's a foul on DJ, his first. He'll come out as Shepard and Dillingham check in. Reeves, Mitchell, and Onyenso stay out there.
Well, Onyenso, normally you would see Big Z come in, but Onyenso's making it difficult for the coaching staff to take him out of the game right now. He has to stay aggressive as he has been.
Connect's got it right of the circle, hooks it across court to Ziegler, down in the left corner to Vescovi. Vescovi comes into the lane, throws it out to Ziegler. Quick closeout by Dillingham. Ziegler drives into the lane, throws it out to Vescovi. Three ball, left side, no good. Long rebound, tapped around, controlled by James for Tennessee. He gives it back to Ziegler to James on the left wing. Dumps it into Adu on the left block. Spins to the baseline, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Shepard. Onyenso did a good job of putting a body on Adu, force him to not get so deep. Mitchell, left side, three is an air ball. Second air ball three for the Cats. Tennessee hurries the other way. Ziegler down the right side, slows it up over to Connect. Turns down the three, drives the lane, flips it up, no good. Foul on Dillingham on the drive. He got caught in a mismatch against Connect. That's three on Kentucky. First one on Rob. Timeout on the floor. 15:39 to play. Pace a little different than it was in Lexington. It's 4-3 Kentucky on the UK Sports Network.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Oh, coming through.
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel. Good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smartertogether. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Reed Shepard. Basketball isn't just swishing threes, neither is life. If you are one of the 300,000 Kentuckians suffering from depression, there's something you should know. Transcranial magnetic stimulation is a non-invasive, highly effective treatment for depression that is FDA approved,
Transcranial
covered
what?
by insurance, and available throughout the Commonwealth. 70% of Oasis patients experience significant response. Find out more about treatment options at oasistms.com.
New Bud Light Seltzer, huh?
Yep.
And it tastes like a hard seltzer, not a beer?
Yep.
So it's light and refreshing?
Yep.
With a hint of fruit flavor?
Yep.
And 100 calories?
Yep.
You said this is Bud Light Seltzer?
Yep.
Well, I need to try it.
Yep.
Oh, that tastes great.
Yep.
Now, wait. Are you just yupping me?
Nope.
Bud Light Seltzer, unquestionably good. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beers, beer in Texas.
Sheila in the house. What's up, Miss Sheila?
Kentucky fans have a new way to stay connected with the Cats. It's the Big Blue Brew, presented by Commonwealth Credit Union, the official email newsletter of UK Athletics. It's the inboxes of subscribers first thing every weekday morning. Sign up to get the Big Blue Brew at ukathletics.com/Big Blue Brew. It is completely free. Kentucky 4, Tennessee 3, 15:39 to play with 40 seconds left in the game in Starkville. South Carolina leads Mississippi State 75-73.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of clever, some rope.
Arkansas 92-88. The results from this game, those two games, and the Auburn-Georgia game will determine what Kentucky's SEC tournament bracket position will be next week in Nashville. Goose, the Cats have certainly matched up physically much better than they did in Lexington.
Yes, and it started with Onyenso in the paint. He is the one that has clogged it up for Tennessee as they have tried to.
I need a nap, Sheila. So get off my back.
Continue with the same intensity they've had early in this game.
Kentucky 2 of 6 from the field, 0 for 3 on threes. Tennessee 1 of 8 from the field and 1 of 3 at the three-point line. Dalton Connect to the line for 2 shots. Free throw number 170 on the season coming up here. Short, no good. It's a 76%.
What's up, Real Deal Prime?
As many. Connect, shoots for the tie. And it rolls in. Tennessee picking up in backcourt. Kentucky handles it better this time. Mitchell gives it up to Shepard. Ziegler guarding Shepard, who comes across the line. Moves it right, now goes back to his left. Two-hand pass to Dillingham on the left wing. Goes along the baseline. Gets in deep, flips it up, and it rattles and stays.
It's good to see Rob get involved early. You know
I'm just teasing you anyway, Sheila.
Gets involved.
Ziegler, bounce pass into the post to Awaka, who's in. They get it to James, left of the circle. Gives it to his left to Connect on the wing, out to Meshack. He hands it back to Connect. Thought about the three, but there's a quick closeout from Reeves.
And you didn't invite not a one of us, Sarah. You didn't invite not a one of us to breakfast this morning.
Looking into the paint, can't find anybody. Over to Meshack. Meshack
lame.
Over Shepard, no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Good defensive possession there for Kentucky.
Great defense by the Cats.
Front court, Reeves drives, gets fouled on the reach-in by Ziegler as Reeves got a step along that left baseline. First foul of the game on Tennessee goes against their point guard.
The other thing Kentucky's doing, they're pushing the ball up the floor,
Yes,
Tom, and not allowing the Tennessee defense to get set.
Shepard will inbound the ball on the left baseline. Floats it into Onyenso. He was big held. His jersey stretched out. James had a big handful of it. Here's Reeves at the top. Crossover dribble. Down the lane. Ball stripped away and a foul called on Meshack. And that's the second foul on Tennessee. Jemai Meshack picks it up. But Kentucky wants to try to get into that lane as much as they can.
Well, I just like that they're not settling for the three-point shot. They took a couple of quick ones that were actually short air balls. So now they're staying a little bit more patient.
2 shots for Antonio Reeves. First one's good. Kentucky up 7-4. Reeves stands in for the second shot. 88%.
Sheila says I wouldn't go if you had it at Arby's.
Missed it. Rebound, Mitchell left of the lane. Out to Dillingham. Over to Reeves. Wide open. Right wing. Missed it for a 3. Rebounded by Tennessee.
Good closeout by Dalton Connect.
You don't like the color orange, PDX?
And he hits it and he gets fouled by Dillingham. And that's the second on Rob. Cal saying that Ziegler kicked his foot out. But it's going to be a potential 4-point play here for the Volunteers. Tennessee has 2 field goals, both of them 3-pointers. Connect and James go out. Vescovi and Adu back in. And DJ T.J. Wagner, Justin Edwards are going to check in for Kentucky, as Reeves and Dillingham will check out. So Dillingham, who had 35 with 6 threes against Tennessee and Lexington, on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah,
Sunny day in southern Arizona today. The bees are out. That means the hummingbirds can't be far behind.
By Tennessee, Awaka comes down with it right in the middle of the lane. Out to Ziegler, another 3. It's no good, and a whistle and a foul on Tennessee. Ivisic had checked into the game, and he got pushed by Awaka from behind. It's the first on Awaka and 3 on Tennessee.
Yeah, and Kentucky really fighting hard for position under the basket that time. Big Z was there and got pushed for sure.
7-7 tie as Kentucky gets set to inbound the ball.
That's correct, Jay Ramirez, the Syracuse Orange.
Denies the inbounds pass, and then once you get it inbounds, they just kind of back up. Wagner comes up into front court, pass left side to Mitchell, gives it to Shepard. Now deep on that left side. Shepard.
Brenda Highland, welcome to the Berserkers. General 4 will be proud.
Edwards to the left elbow, pulls up with an 18-footer, missed it badly, rebounded by Meshack for Tennessee. Here come the Vols as we go under 14 to play in the first half. Ziegler along the right baseline, drops it off to Adu. His shot partially blocked, but a foul called on Ivisic. It'll be 2 shots coming for Tennessee's big man. Big Z with his first foul. That's 5 on the Wildcats.
Tennessee continues to attack the paint. I would kind of rather see that than to see them throwing in the threes, which they are very capable of doing.
Free throw good. Adu just a 62% shooter. Tennessee goes back.
Everybody welcome Brenda to the channel.
Ziegler getting a breather for Tennessee. Jordan Gainey, 6'3" junior, good three-point shooter, checks in. 8-7 Vols, 1 more shot for Adu, and he makes it.
Tennessee with 4 offensive rebounds already, so Kentucky's going to have to take that away.
They had 18 of them in Lexington. Mitchell, straight away, pass right side to Edwards. Over to Shepard. Hooks it to Mitchell, left of the circle. Mitchell drives, steps back, can't get a shot, out to Wagner. 8 on the shot clock. Wagner goes right off the Mitchell pick, hesitates, down the lane, scoops it up, no good. Tapped up, no good, rebounded by Tennessee. Adu had the inside position on Z. Meshack into front court, goes down the lane, kicks it out on the right side to Vescovi. Vescovi comes out front, deep in the middle of the floor now, going to work. Moves left off the pick, cross-court pass to Meshack. Meshack comes into the paint, bounce pass down to Awaka. Awaka spins and draws the foul on Trey Mitchell. And that is 6 already on Kentucky with 13 minutes to play.
Yeah, good call. Good call there, no doubt about it. The problem is you let him catch it with 1 foot in the paint. If you allow that to happen, Tennessee's going to get the advantage and have it every time. So you got to body up before they catch the ball down there.
Free throw is no good for Awaka. Played his high school ball at Cardinal Hayes in New York. That was Jamal Mashburn's high school. Martin Scorsese, George Carlin, other alums of Cardinal Hayes. Awaka's got 1 more shot. Mitchell out, Thiero back in for Kentucky. Free throw good. 1 out of 2 for Awaka. And a 10-7 lead for the Vols.
Got to keep running your offense.
T.J. Wagner takes it to the right, now reverses it to Shepard. Shepard between the circles, goes to his left. Can't get space to shoot. Needs help. That ball knocked away. He dribbles and then gives it out to Wagner. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Shepard. Shepard penetrates, pull up 15-footer, good.
Nice. I hope he is aggressive in this game, and I hope he is looking for his opportunities.
Gainey passes to the top to Adu. Right side to Meshack, out to Vescovi. Vescovi penetrates to the rim. It's blocked by Thiero. Out to Gainey to Vescovi, wide open in the left corner. No good for a 3. Rebound batted around and into the hands of Thiero for
The
Kentucky.
schools are closing for the Eclipse? Why? What the hell, man?
Right side to Shepard. Cross-court pass to Edwards. 10-9, Tennessee with the lead. Kentucky's ball. Shepard, right side, hands it to Wagner. Wagner comes out top. Over to Edwards. Back to DJ at 10 on the shot clock. Wagner goes to his right, and a whistle and a foul on Kentucky for a moving screen. on Avicic, and that's the second one on Z, and 7 on the Cats. With 11:57 to play, there's a timeout on the floor. Tennessee leading Kentucky 10-9. This is the UK Sports Network.
Get closer to Hollywood's biggest night on the all-new SiriusXM app. Hear all the latest Oscars predictions and previews.
Do you think it's going to clean up at the Oscars? I really think it's an incredible film.
Deep dives on the year's hottest films and exclusive interviews with nominees.
Nominated for Best Supporting Actress, Emily Blunt.
Hello. Plus, get red carpet ready with hit fashion and pop culture podcasts.
Last night's best dress list. Where should we begin?
And check back after the big night for more award season reactions. Find it all on the Talkin' Podcasts page on the SiriusXM app.
It's Lainey Wilson, y'all. And as part of Women's History Month, I'm putting a spotlight on some of my country music peers.
Anytime in the all-new Emmy and CMA Award winner, Lainey Wilson. Hard rock when you really cheat, that could be a
Into the Kentucky lineup for Avicic, who just picked up his second foul on that moving screen call for Kentucky's second turnover of the half. Dillingham already out with 2 fouls for Kentucky. We're at the U.S. Bank broadcast table here at the Food City Arena in Knoxville. U.S. Bank, put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and the businesses in Kentucky and all across the country since 1863. Much different type of game than we saw in Lexington when the Vols won 103-92. Everything came easily for them. Not the case today. They're 2 for 13. Kentucky's bodied up, challenge shooters, defense very good. But offensively, the Cats haven't been able to find their groove yet.
Yeah, I think Tennessee coming into that game, I know they had lost to South Carolina, maybe lost 2 games coming into Lexington, but they were in big-time need of a victory, and they had a game plan, and Kentucky allowed them to execute it, and it involved being as physical as we can play.
Tennessee 10, Kentucky 9 with 11:57 to play. The Cats had the first basket of the game, and they never led in the game in Lexington. Reeves also in for the Cats, so it's Reeves, Shepard, Thiero, Edwards, and Bradshaw. Connects back in for Tennessee. Gainey running the point for the Vols. Dribbling out near the midcourt line, gives it to Vescovi. Hits Connect, curling into the paint for a jumper that's good.
He has that ability to shoot over people, and he showed it right there.
12-9 Vols. Kentucky's Reed Shepard picks up his dribble out deep on the right side. Cross-court pass intercepted by Vescovi. Vescovi drives the lane. It's blocked by Reeves and comes off to Shepard. Shepard drives it up the middle of the floor. Reed cut away with a turnover that didn't cost them there. Shepard goes left, and he's bumped and fouled by Gainey.
Well, at some point, and I know what the officials are thinking, these fouls have to even up a little bit. Kentucky had 7. Tennessee had just 3. It's been just as physical on both ends of the floor, so they gave a little bit less contact on that whistle.
Bradshaw, top of the circle, hands it to Reeves. Reeves, step back 3 from the top. Good for Antonio Reeves. First field goal of the day. A 3-pointer ties the game at 12.
Well, I didn't want to say how well he was shooting it today at shoot-around in that warm-up right before this game, but he was flat knocking them down.
Gainey bumping with Shepard out front. Gainey gets by him into the lane, pulls up with a 10-footer. Rolls off, no good. Rebounded by Thiero. Outlet to Shepard. Shepard up the left side. Hesitates, slides to the top. He'll shoot a 3. Good! Kentucky takes the lead on back-to-back 3s.
That's what I want, Reed Shepard. Shoot that thing.
15-12 Kentucky.
Kentucky moves into the lead, 15-12. We got 10:31 remaining in the first.
Being guarded by Edwards. Connect holding the ball at his waist, floats it to Adu, and then gets it back. They double connect out deep on the right side. He's in trouble, and he walks. Yeah. Turnover Tennessee as Bradshaw and Edwards clamp down on Connect 30 feet from the basket.
Yeah, I thought he changed his pivot foot maybe twice, and the officials made the proper call.
Cal talked to the guys about doing that today when Connect is being isolated or is in the open, nobody else is around him, just try to trap him, make him give it up, or make a mistake. 18-12, Kentucky with the lead in the ball as Shepard comes across the line. Ziegler's back in the game now on Shepard. Pass over the left side to Thiero. Thiero goes through the lane, gets in deep, pump fake, goes up, it's blocked by Adu, but the loose ball's picked up by Reeves. A three, good from the top of the key.
I don't know how many in a row he made from just that spot.
He's world famous, Miss Sarah. He is world famous. That is the famous Falk tanking.
Dumps it into Adu. Double teamed out to Ziegler. Around to James. Three. Rims out. Rebound Kentucky. Reeves snatched it.
Kentucky on a bit of a run here.
For the basket, flips it up. It's blocked off the board by Adu. Loose ball rescued by Edwards for Kentucky. Over to Bradshaw. 15-footer left side. Missed it. Rebounded by Adu for Tennessee. Ziegler throws it ahead to Connect on the left wing. He'll shoot a three in transition. Missed everything, but Kentucky
LA Shadows as I took Kentucky to cover plus the money line. Gambler alert.
Came off quickly and surprised the Cats, I think, as Onyenso is going to come back into the game now for Bradshaw.
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess Bradshaw, and maybe because he didn't come up with that loose ball.
Probably so. Tennessee's ball on the right baseline.
Michael Cedillos checks into the chat.
Ziegler on the right baseline. Throws it way out front to James. Tagani in the middle of the floor. Back to Ziegler, deep on the right side. 9:20 to play in the half. Ziegler goes down along the baseline, cut off by Reeves. Hits Connect, cutting down the lane for a dunk. Connect really moves well without the basketball.
He does.
Ends the Kentucky run. 18-14, Cats in front by 4.
Up in smoke, checks into the chat. What's up, buddy?
Reeves walks to the middle of the floor. Calls for the pick, goes left off Onyenso's pick, gets in deep, and the shot's blocked out of bounds. But Reeves going strong in the hole. Mitchell going to come in for Kentucky. Thiero will come out. Love to see Trey hit a three just to get his confidence back.
Well,
wrong game, up in smoke. Wrong game. It is not the United Kingdom versus Trinidad and Tobago.
It's intercepted by Gainey. Tennessee's got a run out. Edwards comes to challenge, but Gainey dunks it. 18-16 Kentucky. Let's turn it over.
Kerm up in here, up in here. What's up, Kerm?
Shepard straight away. Goes left, hands it to Edwards. 8.5 left first half. Reeves out deep on the right side. Tennessee really extending its defense. Reeves, crossover dribble, gets into the lane, floats it over in the corner to Edwards. Edwards spins to the baseline, goes up with a 10-footer. Good.
Nice.
What shot?
Takes the crowd right back out of the game here.
Big bucket for Justin Edwards. 20-16 Kentucky. Ziegler out deep on the right side to Connect. Top of the key. Three ball. No good. A long rebound to Onyenso for Kentucky. Here come the Cats. Reeves, front court, right side. Gives it to Edwards, over to Shepard. Shepard holding the ball, now backs out with the dribble on the left side, comes to the middle, gets into the lane, and tripped and fouled as he goes for the basket. This one, let's see who they got. If this is against Ziegler, that'll be his second. It is on Ziegler. So the Tennessee point guard picks up his second foul. Team fifth. Timeout on the floor. 7:53 left in the first half. Kentucky leading Tennessee here in Knoxville. 20-16 on the UK Sports Network.
Get the inside story on UK athletics 5 nights a week. Watch BBN Tonight with Keith Farmer and Maggie Davis. Weeknights at 7:30 on LEX 18, your official station for Big Blue Nation.
Name a Kentucky county and chances are there's a Kentucky Wildcat who hails from there. Marion County, for example, is proud to call Anthony Epps a native son. If you think that's impressive, you should also know there's a Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent in each and every one of Kentucky's 120 counties. That means there's someone right in your community who's always there to take care of all of your insurance needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
And we're
back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Get the inside story on UK athletics 5 nights a week. Watch BBN Tonight with Keith Farmer and Maggie Davis. Weeknights at 7:30 on LEX 18, your official station for Big Blue Nation.
Kentucky basketball Monday night on the UK Healthcare John Calipari Show. It's followed by the Kyra LZ Show and then Clark's Pump and Shop BBN Radio. Make sure you're with us Monday night, 6 Eastern, here on these UK Sports Network stations. A 9-0 run on 3 straight three-pointers carried Kentucky to an 18-12 lead. Tennessee has battled back. It's 20-16, Cats, with 7:53 to play. Down in Starkville, they're in overtime. South Carolina leading Mississippi State 87-85. And Tennessee, guys that are older, Goose, and they're physical. And so I think it has to be easier for these Kentucky guys to go up against it today than the first time they saw it in Lexington because they lived through it.
Yeah, they seem to be more prepared for the style Tennessee plays. And, you know, a lot of it starts on the glass. And at the last time out, Tennessee was up 12-7 on Kentucky in that category. Kentucky is coming tied at now 14-14 on the glass. So that's going to continue to be a factor. Kentucky has to protect the basketball. They do have 4 turnovers. They forced 3, though, so doing all right in that category.
The glass is a big stat for Tennessee. They're 19-0 when they out-rebound the opponent. They're 4-5 when they don't.
Yes, so you have to keep pursuing that basketball on those shot attempts.
Tennessee made 12 threes in Lexington, same as Kentucky. The Cats have 3 out of 7 attempts today. Tennessee 2 of 9 at the three-point line. 5 of their first 7 baskets in the game in Lexington came behind the three-point line.
And, you know, in spite of that, Tom, Kentucky kept getting back in the game. And I think in the second half, it was a 5-point game late. Tennessee got a loose ball scored. It was 7. Kentucky never really responded after that. It was late. So that final score, even though Tennessee was leading the entire game, Kentucky did what they had to do to get back in the game. Keeping it closer is going to be huge.
You going to go buy me a car, PDX? I'm looking for a Volkswagen bus. Hook it up. Thanks in advance.
Reeves and Edwards. So Descovy likely will run the point now for Tennessee. And a whistle and an offensive foul on Kentucky on a screen off the inbounds play.
Are they going to look at this? I mean, there was a lot of holding. I mean, I don't know how you single out Trey. You look at him, and his jersey's been pulled out of his shorts, and I mean, all kinds of stuff. How do you call that?
They're taking a look at this. I'm assuming to see if there's any need for a flagrant one.
Well, I just don't know how you single out a player.
Dang it, PDX. Dang it.
The double foul called either. Come on. Somebody had to hit first. But Trey was being grabbed and everything on that.
The arrow coming back in for Kentucky as Mitchell just picked up his second foul. Don Daly putting his arms around the waist of Orlando Antigua to explain what happened there and what led to the foul call. As Cal has now come up to join the conversation. So 7:53 left. It's 20-16 Kentucky, and Tennessee has the ball after the turnover for Kentucky on the offensive foul. It's 5 turnovers, but 2 of them have come as a result of offensive fouls.
I kind of like when Orlando gets in between Cal and the official. It kind of soothes.
What's wrong with him, PDX? What's wrong with the Meekum auto auction?
Dillon is in the
Voights
game now for Tennessee after
are
picked up that second foul. James
the
it down low, and it's
monetary future.
Adu called for a foul. Onyenso came up with the ball, and Adu reaching in to try to get it back, picks up his first. That's 6 on the balls.
But I give DJ a lot of credit on that play because he saw that Adu had been open. He comes back to help out. He fumbled that one. Kentucky came up with it.
Wagner throws it across court to Reeves out deep on the left side. Gives it back to Wagner. 7:30 to play in the half. Wagner goes left off the pick, hesitates, goes to the elbow, can't get a shot, out to Edwards. Edwards falls down, but gathers himself and gets the ball. Out to Wagner, left of the key, 3-ball, no. Rebounded by James. James racing up the middle of the floor. Goes down the lane, right at Onyenso. It's blocked from behind by Thiero. Put up by Adu. Missed it. Somebody got a piece of that one. Wagner comes out with it for Kentucky. Reeves in transition. Pulls up, gives it back to Wagner, to Reeves, to Wagner. Wagner moves out front, back to Reeves on the right side. Reeves goes baseline. His floater off the glass is good.
Very nice patience. Patience shown by the Cats on that possession.
It's 9 for Antonio Reeves and a timeout for Tennessee with 6:51 to play. Cats battling for 50-50 balls, unlike we saw in Lexington.
Cool up and smoke cool. I'll clean out the Valhalla Sports Talk Tavern for you. No problem.
Tennessee delivered loud and clear in Lexington, and I think the Cats are speaking much louder now. They are showing Tennessee that there is no way you're going to disrespect us like you did in Lexington.
In Starkville with 30 seconds left in the overtime at South Carolina 89.
I've never been to Barrett-Jackson either, Billy, but I do have friends that have gone. They said it's really cool. It's a really cool experience.
The Cats took down the 5th-ranked Vols last year, 63-56 on this court. Antonio Reeves had 18 points in that game. He's halfway there now with 9.
And he is looking for opportunities, man.
He's so poised, never gets rattled.
Right. And he has a lively body today. Now, he always does, don't get me wrong, but he seems to have a little bit more spring in his step here this afternoon.
Adu Thiero a little slow out of the gate today, but he has come alive with some big blocks, getting a hand on a rebound to keep it alive. He's, as Cal said in the pregame, played some of his best basketball in the biggest games. And looks like he's on track to do that again.
It'll be just like that up in smoke. It's a shed. No bathroom. You're going to have to go piss by the mesquite trees on the back acre.
Ziegler on the bench with 2 for Tennessee. Vescovi passes left side to Connect.
Bury your poo.
Well out beyond the 3-point line. 12 on the shot clock. Connect double teamed as he retreats, throws it to Adu at the high post, dumps it down to James, can't get a shot, gets it over to Meshack to Vescovi out of the right corner. 3 is an air ball, and Kentucky rebounds it.
Great defense, scrambling defense.
Wagner to the top of the key, crossover dribble, throws it left side to Reeves. Gives it to Edwards on the wing, back to Reeves. They swing it right side to Thiero. 15 to shoot. Reeves goes left, can't get inside the arc. Gives it to Edwards, bluffs the 3, back to Reeves at 10 seconds. Reeves goes to the free throw line. Pull up, jumper, bounces off. No good, rebounded by Connect.
Tough shot.
Connect bringing it up the middle of the floor himself. Drives it to the free throw line, then throws it behind him to Vescovi. Dumps it off left side to Meshack, juggles it, gets it. Now throws it out to Connect, goes to the left baseline. He's double teamed. Throws it out to Meshack on the left wing, to James at the top. Doesn't want the 3, comes into the lane, pull up, 10-footer. Short, rebound, tapped around, and Kentucky's got it. Onyenso got a hand on it. Wagner came out with it. Wagner down the right side, goes into the lane.
I'm the Go Fish dealer. I'm the Go Fish dealer at the local casino. And they give me a little plot of land to call my own.
Love the ball movement. Love the ball movement here.
5:29 left. First half. Kentucky 22, Tennessee 16. Reed Shepard back in. Edwards comes out. Gainey back in for Tennessee. Vescovi will come out. Ball's a little lost offensively without their point guard leader Ziegler in there.
Great point. Great point.
Shepard flutes it into Thiero. He hands it back to Shepard, who comes out front with it with 15 on the shot clock. Shepard goes left off the screen, gets down the lane, then throws it out to Wagner. Left side, 3, for no good. Rebound, Onyenso. Onyenso throws it out, and it's deflected and stolen by Connect. Good play, followed by a bad one by Ugo. Connect down the lane, and a foul on Kentucky will put Tennessee at the line. The foul is against DJ Wagner. That is his second.
A great offensive rebound by Ugo. And I know he should be able to throw out of that double team But if I am the point guard out there right now,
Yeah, you have better odds at the
going
tables.
to him and taking the ball out of his hands. He's just not real comfortable in traffic.
Free throw connects, rattles, and stays for his 9th point. Awaka back into the game for Tennessee, and going out will be James. And Wagner with 2 fouls comes out. Edwards in. So you got Wagner, Mitchell, Dillingham, and Avicic all with 2 for Kentucky. Ziegler the only one with 2 for Tennessee.
One thing I think, Tom, as we think about this foul situation, one of the things Kentucky probably needed to do in this game was ugly it up a little bit. And that's what the fouls have accomplished.
Free throw is good for Connect, 22-18. As Connect hits double figures. 5 minutes to play. Shepard comes into front court, goes down the lane, shot blocked out of bounds by Adu.
I don't mind that at all. I don't
see him
mind that
attacking
at
the
all.
basket. 22-18 Cats as they inbound the ball on the right baseline. Reeves, Edwards, Thiero, Onyenso, Shepard, the 5 on the floor for Kentucky.
See if Kentucky runs an out-of-bounds play that gets them a straight look.
Now they just lob it into Thiero, goes high to make the catch, contested catch. Now he hands it back to Shepard. Everything's contested against this Tennessee defense. Shepard over to Edwards, deep 3, left side, good!
Well, he wanted that. He made up his mind that he wanted that shot.
7-point lead for Kentucky, largest of the half. Edwards up to 37% at that 3-point line now with his recent hot streak. Awaka forced off the block on the left side, so he dribbles out, hands it to Gainey. Gainey drives down to the corner, now comes back out to the left elbow, feeds it into Awaka, out to Adu, jumper right side is no good. Backside rebound claimed by Edwards in traffic. You like that, Goose?
I tell you what, I love what Edwards is doing on both ends of the floor.
Thiero driving left baseline, cut off, but the ball flies out to Edwards. Edwards to the elbow, throws it out front to Shepard. Kentucky with the ball up 7, 25-18 as we come down to 4 to play in the first half. Shepard goes left into the lane, throws it out to an open Edwards, left wing 3. He hit another one.
Very nice, very nicely done, Reed. Just keep running this offense.
Kentucky has pushed the lead to 10, 28-18 with 3:51 to go in the first half.
Got to get out there. Got to get out
Open
there.
right side 3, rattles out, rebound on Yenso. And Kentucky's up 10 and has
Hey,
the
Billy,
ball.
we'll see you later, buddy. We'll see you later. Billy Bowles.
Right here.
Shepard goes left off the Onyenso pick, hesitates, but he can't get into the lane. Passes to his right to Thiero. Thiero goes through the paint, throws it out to Shepard. Left side 3, no good. Long rebound, chased down by Shepard. Out near the timeline. He'll back out with 3:20 to play in the half. A second try for Kentucky.
Just hang
Shepard,
tough right
crossover
now.
dribble, puts it between his legs, gives it to Reeves, back to Shepard, open, right of the circle, 3, in and out, no good. Tap to control by Awaka for Tennessee. Connect brings it up the left side. Connect goes down the lane, and a foul against Kentucky. Edwards picks up his first. It'll put Connect back at the free throw line after this timeout. With 3:03 to play in the first half in Knoxville, Kentucky has the lead at Tennessee, 28-18 on the UK Sports Network.
Welcome, everyone. This is Dave LaGreca here, letting you know that Busted Open is now live 7 days a week. So join myself, as well as Hall of Fame wrestlers like Bully Ray, Mark Henry, Mickey James, and more for knowledgeable pro wrestling talk, entertaining debates, and interviews with the biggest names in the game every single day of the week on the SiriusXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or subscribe to YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Soccer's biggest clubs play in the English Premier League, and you could hear them in action every week on SiriusXM FC.
A 5-star show from Manchester City.
From the traditional powers
Liverpool have been incredible tonight. Manchester United may just have won it.
to the new kids on the block.
Newcastle United, they have lived off.
All the top teams.
A quick fire double from Chelsea.
Every match.
Absolutely glorious from Tottenham Hotspur.
Only on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Ray Hudson here. Soccer's extraordinaire. Mario from Sirius XMFC. Can't be by your radio to hear your favorite team in action? No problem. Just download the all-new Sirius XM app to hear live play-by-play from the Premier League, Champions League, MLS, and so much more.
If you like football, soccer, whatever, this really is the place, isn't it?
The all-new Sirius XM app, available now to all subscribers.
Active Hart moment of the game, his second consecutive three-pointer. Moments ago, giving Kentucky its largest lead to this point at 28-18 with 3:03 left in the first half. CareSource featuring easy-to-afford marketplace health plans. CareSource, we got you. The last month, Justin Edwards' confidence is just rising rapidly from game to game.
And you know, Tom, we talk about that confidence, we automatically think offense. The offense, he's confident. But he is doing an excellent job on the defensive floor, end of the floor as well. Listen, he is chasing Dalton Connect around, and that is not easy to do. Connect with 10 points, but man, he's 3 for 8 from the field. He's made 3 free throws. He's really had to work hard. So confidence comes both ends of the floor.
Not the same Kentucky team that Tennessee saw in Lexington, especially on the defensive end. The Vols are 5 of 27, 2 of 11 at the three-point line. They've missed their last 7 shots.
Boy, and they are rebounding the basketball, or the Cats, excellently right now, 24-18. Kentucky's up in that category. So, yeah, Kentucky is a totally different team. A lot of basketball left to be played, but they just need to keep going, get Kentucky into the second half in pretty good shape. And now those guys in foul trouble can get more minutes.
Ivisic, Dillingham, Wagner, and Mitchell all with 2 fouls. They've been sitting for a while, as has Ziegler of Tennessee with 2. 3:03 left in the half as Dalton Connect gets ready to step to the free throw line for the 5th time in this first half. Same 5 on the floor for
all right,
Kentucky.
36 likes. We're approaching 2,000 views. Hit that subscribe. Give the video a like. Remember, you could bet on the winner of this game using your Valhalla Sports Talk points between 10 and 100,000. Valhalla Sports Talk points are like points, but with a V, no cash value.
Has 2 shots coming. 3 of 4 today. Good for his 11th point. Vescovy comes back in, and Gainey will go out.
Now, the guy who scares me right now is Vescovy, okay? Because he hasn't done much in this game at senior night. I expect him to really pursue opportunities to score.
Connect hits them both. 8-point lead for Kentucky. 28-20 as Reed Shepherd brings it up as the point guard for Kentucky. Standing and dribbling out deep on the right. Bounces the pass to Thiero on the right wing. Thiero gets into the paint, throws it out to Shepherd. Shepherd penetrates, throws to Edwards. Left corner, 3. Another one!
Wow, man.
3 in a row for the Philly Phenom. 31-20, Kentucky's largest lead. Vescovy stops at the right elbow. They swing it left side to Connect. Connect, guarded by Edwards. Back to Vescovy. To Connect. He gets a screen, gets free, a 3, good.
Yeah. You got to fight over that screen, man. You cannot stay back there.
That brings the Tennessee crowd alive. 31-23, Kentucky. Thiero holding the ball left side, hands it to Reeves. Reeves comes into the paint and then throws it out to Shepherd. Shepherd straight away, goes to his left, backs out, 10 to shoot. Shepherd touches his chin to call a play. 7 to shoot. Under 2 to play in the half. Shepherd down the lane. Hooks the shot up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Awaka. Connect. Brings it up the right side. Connect tried to drive down the sideline. Cut off. So he comes back into the circle. Goes down the lane. Goes for the dunk. And it was no good. But he ends up with the ball. And it's a foul called against Thiero, who tried to block the shot. Connect tried to bring the house down with a dunk, but Onyenso didn't let it happen. No. But Thiero picks up his second foul. So 5 Wildcats with 2 fouls. And Mitchell will come up off the bench for Kentucky. And Connect's going back to the free throw line. Connect had 16 in Lexington in Tennessee's 103-92 win. He's shooting for his 16th point of this first half. Missed it.
Trey Mitchell also has 2 fouls, but he's just going to have to give Kentucky some smart minutes right now. He needs to find a basket, just anything on that offensive end.
One more for Dalton Connect. 1:41 to play in the half. Made it. 31-24 Kentucky. Big possession here for the Cats. Crowd trying to get Tennessee into it. Shepard cut off as he went right, throws it back to Onyenso. He gives it to Reeves between the circles straight away. Reeves, couple of crossovers, slides left, hesitates, steps back, 18-footer, no good. Cats have gone cold. Tennessee with a rebound. Vescovy brings it up the right side, drops it to Connect. He'll shoot a deep 3 straight away, made it. He caught it and stopped between the midcourt line and the three-point line and drained it. With 1:14 to play, Kentucky calls a timeout. Tennessee's cut the 11-point lead down to 4 at 31-27.
Hey, listen, that's fine. You know Tennessee's a great team. They're going to make a run. Kentucky's cooled off some, but the thing they have to do is just find a way to make a bucket here. Get this crowd back sitting down on their seats as opposed to up screaming, and they'll be all right here.
Tennessee on a 7-0 run after Kentucky took an 11-point lead. Justin Edwards has scored 11 of the last 13 for Kentucky. They're looking for somebody else to help out.
Well, that defense can't relax, Tom, and especially if you're matched up with Dalton Connect. I mean, he's been open the last 2 times he's caught the ball beyond the three-point line. I'm not sure who had him at that time, but Justin Edwards was the guy guarding him. I think Kentucky switched somehow in that matchup.
To Shepard in backcourt by himself. Vescovy back there with him, but really didn't try to deny. So Shepard has the ball and he'll bring it into front court. Reed Shepard bounces it to Edwards. Reeves comes to get it beyond the arc on the left side. Back to Shepard in the middle of the floor with 1 minute to play in the half. Trying to get the ball to Reeves. They can't. They get it to Mitchell at the high post. Mitchell dribbles to his left. Almost, if he did lose the ball, and he can't.
I have not made a bet, Butterfly. I have not made a bet.
Dropped the ball. He knew he was going to double dribble, and so he was trying to shield off the defender. Hope somebody would come and grab the ball, but nobody did.
Hey, listen. Who knows if the ref was going to call that?
Right.
Pick it up. And if it's a turnover, it's a turnover, but it's a turnover in the backcourt.
Don't let it go into backcourt.
Don't let it come up in this side.
Appreciate it, professional channel. Appreciate it.
7 turnovers now for Kentucky in this first half. Tennessee forces its opponents into 13 a game, most of the SEC. 45 seconds to play in the half. Vescovy passes to Connect. Connect, right baseline, loses the ball off his knee, out of bounds. Turnover balls.
Good job. Good job defensively, Antonio Reeves.
So now Kentucky with 39 seconds will come on the attack, leading 31-27.
Just need one basket, Tom. One basket is all Kentucky needs.
Mitchell at the top of the key, dribbles to his right, throws it back to the middle to Onyenso. Onyenso dribbles left, hands it to Shepard. Shot clock at 12. Shepard's out of the midcourt line. Goes left, hesitates, crosses over into the lane, dumps it underneath to Reeves, goes up and scores.
That's all you needed right there. Just execute and find a way to score.
10
now,
seconds.
You don't want to give up a 3.
Cats 33, Vols 27. Connect bringing the ball up. Goes down the right side of the lane, flips it up off the glass. No good. Jammed in by Adu just ahead of the buzzer. So an offensive rebound basket on the putback slam for Adu. His only basket of the half. And Kentucky will go to the locker room here in Knoxville with a lead.
All right, so we are at the half, y'all. We are at the half. University of Kentucky 33. Tennessee Vols
Big Blue determination
29.
Beyond Rupp Arena. You feel it from the court and the crowd.
Go and bring up the box score here.
To the halls of UK Healthcare. It's the energy, passion, and dedication that make Kentucky strong. No matter what we're facing, Big Blue determination is what unites us. And it's what makes UK Healthcare the official healthcare partner of UK Athletics. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Bear, Wawa, Freight Train. Wildcats players have had their share of memorable nicknames over the years. Most folks have known Kentucky Farm Bureau simply as Kentucky's insurance company. With an agent in every county, you can count on great coverage and personal service from someone who knows you by name. Or nickname, if you have one. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
This is Kentucky, where the only thing ordinary is the unexpected.
I got everything you need.
Horse country, legendary distilleries.
All right, we picked up a little six-pack of new subscribers, putting us 14,788.
And small town charms.
Welcome to the Berserkers.
Kentucky.
Member count still stands at 85.
Road trip at Kentucky Tourism.
Be homie strong.
This is the Hawks Market Halftime Report on the UK Sports Network. Hawks Market, an employee-owned company celebrating 50 years of service. Now, let's go back courtside to the voice of the Cats, Tom Leach.
Kentucky 33, Tennessee 29. The Cats this season, when they lead at the half, have a record of 19-3. The Vols, when they trail, have a record of 4-4. First half stats presented by Toyota. What jumps out to you about the first 20 minutes, Jack?
Well, I like Kentucky's energy. They did a great job right from the beginning of initiating that physical, aggressive style that has carried them through the first half. Now, Tennessee is a very good team. They're going to make runs. Kentucky has to string together some baskets themselves.
Connect leads all scorers right now with 19 points for the Vols, just 2 below his average here at halftime. Justin Edwards with a big first half for Kentucky. He made 3 threes. He was the bulk of Kentucky's scoring in the final 8 minutes of the first half. He finished with 13 points. Reeves with 11, Shepard 5, Wagner 2, Dillingham 2. Dillingham was the first of 5 Kentucky players to pick up 2 fouls in the first half. Wagner, Mitchell, Ivisic, and Thiero also with 2. Ziegler, the only one with 2 fouls for Tennessee, which made 9 of 13 free throws. Kentucky was 1 of 2 in the first half. The Cats shoot 38% from the field, 6 of 15 threes. They out-rebound Tennessee by 2. The Vols, 25% from the field, 4 of 13 at the three-point line. Kentucky 33, Tennessee 29. It is halftime in Knoxville. First half stats are presented by Toyota. When we come back, we'll send it to the studio to Andrew Kappas for the Hawks Market Halftime Report here on the UK Sports Network.
Welcome, everyone. This is Dave LaGreca here, letting you know that Busted Open is now live 7 days a week. So join myself as well as Hall of Fame wrestlers like Bully Ray, Mark Henry, Mickey James, and more for knowledgeable pro wrestling talk, entertaining debates, and interviews with the biggest names in the game every single day of the week on the SiriusXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or subscribe to YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Soccer's biggest clubs play in the English Premier League, and you could hear them in action every week on SiriusXM FC.
A 5-star show from Manchester City.
From the traditional powers
Liverpool have been incredible tonight. Manchester United may just have won it.
to the new kids on the block.
Newcastle United, they have lived off.
All the top teams.
A quick fire double from Chelsea.
Every match.
Absolutely glorious from Tottenham Hotspur.
Only on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM.
we're back on the track. Sunday,
2:30 p.m. Eastern.
it's the Shriners Children's 500 from Phoenix Raceway. Checker flag, baby. Yeah! On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app. Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah!
Feel the thrill of the open road and the frosty chill of winter. With sounds specially selected for hitting the slopes.
Welcome inside the Hucks Market halftime report. A physical first half in Knoxville has Kentucky leading Tennessee at the break 33-29. That's what's going on in Knoxville. Time now to see what's going on around campus here in Lexington with UK at the half.
Crystal Wilkinson is a professor of English in the UK College of Arts and Sciences and one of 6 university research professors for 2023-24. She was the first black woman to hold the appointment of Poet Laureate of Kentucky from 2021 to 2023. She serves as an inspiration to many in the writing community and has authored several award-winning books. Her research and work focuses primarily on the stories of black women and communities in the Appalachian and rural Southern canon. Her most recent work, Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghosts, is her first foray into nonfiction, delving into the lives and foodways of her own family.
This book has been a long time in the making, and it's my first foray into nonfiction. You know, I've always written about my family in Appalachia in some way, or characters that are based on my family, but this is the first book where I have delved directly into sort of black country lives and my own family and the foodways of my family. So this book is a culinary memoir. So it's part memoir and part cookbook. There are some recipes in there that many of them were my grandmother's recipes or my version of my grandmother's recipes.
Wilkinson says most of all, the book is a sort of love song to Appalachian culture and the African-American influence in that culture.
Food is the conduit. Food is universal, and so I use food and talk about my kitchen ghosts, which are the generations of primarily women, but a few men, where these food ways in my particular family come from.
Wilkinson says the inspiration to research and write about her family has been an inspiration to many others who wish to connect to their own ancestry and culture.
I began in 1795 with my 4th great-grandmother and then move up through the generations to me and then beyond my own generation to my children. And then by extension, it reaches other people. And hearing how food is a conduit to all of our ghosts, our ancestors, people who have passed on, and a conduit to our cultures, whatever they may be.
You can hear more of Wilkinson's interview on the February 22nd episode of the Behind the Blue podcast. For UK at the Half, I'm Cody Kaiser.
At Justin Edwards' commitment, the other hat on the table was Tennessee, but in the blue and white, Edwards has 13 in Knoxville at the half, and the Cats lead by 4. Our Hucks Market halftime report continues after this on the UK Sports Network.
Introducing your LG&E and KU starting lineup. Simple tips for saving energy and money. Renewable energy programs. Outage texting.
While the Cats fire you up, LG&E and KU are empowering you to save money and stay in the know, because our energies go to serving you. Learn more at
lge-ku.com.
All right, the halftime line, y'all, still has Tennessee as a 7.5-point favorite. Minus 345 on the money line for the Volunteers, plus 270 for the Wildcats.
We're still on the air.
Gambler alert.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics. Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Don't let life get in the way of what's most important. Visit shelterinsurance.com to learn more. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For most of us, there are no guarantees, no golden tickets, no easy roads. But at the University of Kentucky, there is a promise to support and to heal and discover as we help solve the world's toughest challenges, transforming lives and improving communities. At the University of Kentucky, we promise to make the possible real.
It's time to look at the Central Bank SEC scoreboard.
Welcome back to the Hucks Market Halftime Report. Let's look at the Central Bank SEC scoreboard on this final day before the tournament begins later next week in Nashville. Of course, everybody trying to stay out of those early games and get to Friday in the double bye. And the Cats still control their own fate with that, but they did maybe could get some help in some of the earlier games. They did not, though, as number 17 South Carolina in overtime outscores Mississippi State 16-12, and they win 93-89 on the road. Colin Murray Boyles finishes with nearly a double-double, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists for the Gamecocks, who finished the year 13-5 in SEC play. Cats could have also gotten some help from Arkansas, who led by 6 at the half, had leads in the second half as well, but Alabama wins it 92-88 in overtime, and the Tide finished 13-5 as well. Texas A&M on the bubble gets a much-needed 26-point win at Ole Miss, 86-60. They're 9-9 in SEC play. And one other game that can affect seeding as far as the Cats go, Auburn hosting Georgia at 6:30. The Cats rooting for the Bulldogs to pull off an upset there. But again, Kentucky with a win in Knoxville can keep themselves out of those Thursday games. One other score of note in the top 25, how about number 1 Houston against number 14 Kansas as the free fall continues for the Jayhawks, at least with 19:30 to go in the second half. Houston doubling up Kansas 42-21. They're in control. The Big 12 regular season champs about to move to 15-3, barring a big comeback. That your Central Bank SEC scoreboard. And when we come back, we'll have second half action here on the UK Sports Network.
Hey, escape the winter doldrums with Sirius XM channels warm enough to change your latitude.
We couldn't laugh, we just would go.
For smooth, soft rock from
in the UEFA Champions League. And all the top matches are on Sirius XM FC.
It could drop for Martinez, and he scores!
Inter Milan are the hottest team in Europe, but the veteran-laden Atletico Madrid stand in their way of advancing to the last 8.
Griezmann! Incredible!
Atletico, Inter, Wednesday at 4 Eastern on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Soccer's biggest stars and most iconic clubs clash in the UEFA Champions League. And all the top matches are on Sirius XM FC.
Galeno has set the crowd absolutely wild.
Porto heads to London with a 1-goal advantage over Arsenal. Can the Gunners power past the Portuguese and into the quarterfinals?
Saka gets goal side in the penalty area, drops your shoulder, cuts back and finds the bottom corner.
Arsenal, Porto, Tuesday at 4 Eastern on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
Hey, quick reminder, it's a leap year. Hooray. That means a whole extra day to experience next level alternative music.
One more time.
And the latest drops from the biggest names in alternative. Get it all now on Alt Nation, channel 36 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you, wherever you are. Just search Alt Nation.
Start the second half here in Knoxville. Kentucky leads Tennessee 33-29. Kentucky 7-2 all time when finishing the regular season here in Knoxville. Last time it happened was in John Calipari's second season. Kentucky came here and won and ended up making it all the way to the Final Four. Goose, for the Wildcats to get out of here with a win this time, what do you need to see in the second half?
I'd love to see Kentucky start this second half the same way they started the game, controlling the tempo, controlling how aggressive the game was going to be played. They did everything they needed to do early in this game. Stay out of foul trouble, but don't give up anything easy. I like that. And here's the other thing I don't mind so much, Tom. I don't mind Dalton Connect having a real big game because it keeps some of the other guys out of it who hurt Kentucky and Lexington.
Ziegler and James each had 26 in Lexington. Ziegler has 3. James hasn't scored today.
Yeah, so, you know, if you can just control that part of it, I think Kentucky will be fine.
So Kentucky will come back with the starting 5 of Thiero, Onyenso, Wagner, Edwards, and Reeves. Dillingham was the first of any of the players that have 2 fouls to pick up the second, so he made his only shot, didn't get to play much at all, and he had 35 at Lexington. You'd love to see Rob heat up in this second half. Comes into Thiero. Thiero pressured at the midcourt line. Dribbles a couple of times, in trouble, and he walks. Kentucky turns it over on the first possession of the second half. Got to get that ball back quickly to DJ there, I think.
Well, you do, but you also have to spread it out a little bit and don't allow them to double team in that situation.
Here's Connect, left of the circle, cross court to Ziegler, overhead pass to James to the left wing, 3 good, and James gets going to start the second half.
Wow, Tennessee comes out hot on Senior Day.
32.
In this second half.
Struggled at the three-point line and everywhere else.
Got the lead to 1.
Here's Onyenso straight away, dribbles left, bounces it to Reeves on a backdoor cut. Reeves gets in deep, can't hit it, but he got fouled by James. What a pretty pass from Onyenso to Reeves on the backdoor cut. And James picks up his first, and it'll put Reeves at the line for 2 shots.
I love the bang-bang action there. Onyenso didn't have time to think about anything but, number one, catching the ball and then getting it to the open man. He did both of those.
Tennessee's outscored Kentucky 12-2 going back to the first half as Reeves hits that one to make it 34-32 Kentucky.
You shouldn't have been surprised that Tennessee was going to make a run. Now you have to figure out how to weather that run they've made.
Second shot for Reeves is good. He has 13. Kentucky 35, Tennessee 32. Wagner picks up Ziegler in front court. Ziegler gives it to Connect between the circles straight away. Edwards guarding him. Over to James on the left side. Bounce feed into Adu, left of the lane, trying to back in on Onyenso. Turns, shoots over him, missed it. Rebounded by Reeves. Onyenso would not let himself be moved. Wagner throws it across on the right side to Edwards. They swing it back left side to Reeves. Reeves drives, gets bumped, puts it up, rattles out. No good. Rebound batted around. Reeves taps it out, but James comes up with it and a foul called on Wagner. He was going for the loose ball. James got there first. That's 3 on Wagner. First of the half on Kentucky.
Yeah, but not a bad foul because if he gets that, he's going down and he's going to dunk it. Now you got the crowd really involved.
So Wagner comes out with his 3rd foul, and Shepard checks in for the Cats.
Just got to come up with that rebound. Kentucky had 2 or 3 opportunities to grab that thing.
Cats lead at 35-32 as Ziegler goes to work off the left side. Passes to James at the top. He hands it to Connect. Connect dribbles over to the right side. Onyenso has him on a switch. Overhead pass to the left corner to Vescovi. Vescovi penetrates. Picks up his dribble. Can't get a shot. Over to Ziegler. Deep on the right side. Cross court to Connect. 10 on the shot clock. Onyenso guarding Connect. Onyenso throws it across court. It's deflected and stolen by Shepard, who pulls up, shoots a 3. Good! Off the left wing.
That's the kind of play. That's the kind of play that you have to figure out how to make.
Shepard is a straight-up assassin, y'all. Shepard is a gamer.
Can't get a shot. Over to James. James penetrates. Ball stripped away by Thiero. Picked up by Reeves. He's going the other way. Kicks it out to Edwards. Right wing. 3. No. And ball's tipped and controlled by James for Tennessee.
Got to get that with two hands.
Left side to connect. Thought about the 3. Drives instead. Goes along the baseline and banks it in. There's a collision and a blocking call on Kentucky. It'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Connect, who's a little slow to get up. Onyenso picks up the foul for Kentucky. It's his first and the team's second.
That might have been a dude who picked up that foul.
You're right. It was a dude.
Yeah, because he tried to draw the charge. He was just too close to the basket. Of course,
it was Ugo that went down, but Thiero picks up his third. So that'll get Trey Mitchell up off the bench for Kentucky.
We would just trade him somewhere for some old has-been.
And that's a good thing.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
Connect back to the line where he's made 6 out of 8 today. Tennessee has outscored Kentucky 9-3 on points at the free throw line today.
Kind of thought we'd see those fouls even up some.
No good. Rebound batted around and claimed by Edwards.
Well,
Kentucky's got it.
That's a big rebound right there.
Shepard comes across the line, goes to his right, down the sideline, cross-court pass to Mitchell. Mitchell backing in on James. Mitchell comes into the paint, leans in, goes up, and missed the shot badly. He was looking for the foul call, didn't get it. Muscovy down the right side for Tennessee. Pulls up over to Connect. Connect bumped and fouled by Edwards.
Trey is just so unsure of himself right now. He played with so much confidence early in the season. These injuries have really slowed him down.
2 fouls on Edwards, 3.5 on Kentucky, so the Cats will go small. They'll get Dillingham in for Mitchell. Here's Connect. Or no, Adu left of the circle. Over to Ziegler for a 3. No good. The long rebound.
Holding.
And they've got a foul on Tennessee.
Yes, they held.
James called for holding as a Kentucky player was trying to go after that long rebound. There's 2 fouls on the ball.
Onyenso had an eye for that, and he was going after it strong and got grabbed.
38-34 Kentucky, 17-16 left in the game as Edwards gets it into Dillingham. So it's 3 guards, Dillingham, Shepard, and Reeves, plus Onyenso and Edwards. Edwards down the lane, hits Reeves on a backdoor cut, and he dunks it off the left baseline.
Just good movement without the ball.
So Selection Sunday is tomorrow, everybody. I won't be streaming Selection Sunday, but that will set the schedule for the channel for this week. It'll be a lot of college basketball and whatever games the Lakers play here on Valhalla Sports Talk this week.
Reeves down the lane, angles left, puts it up, got fouled. He went strong through the bumping and tried to finish the shot. They call the foul against Connect. It's his first, team third, 2 shots coming for Reeves. You just sometimes, against this kind of a physical defense, just have to drop your head and know it's going to be painful to get to the rim.
Hey, and listen, nothing wrong with that, man. Just keep.
Is it later in the week? I thought they said it was going to start this week, Sarah.
You get rewarded when you are playing aggressive as Kentucky is.
2 shots for Reeves.
Is it next Sunday?
16 for the senior from Chicago. Meshack checking in for Tennessee. Connect goes out. Reeves, second shot in the air. Made it. Kentucky 42, Tennessee 37.
Am I a week ahead?
Picked up by Shepard as he comes into front court. 2-hand pass right side to Vescovi. Vescovi back to Adu at the top. Left side to James, who's made 2 threes. They get it to Vescovi straight away. Vescovi hits Ziegler. Curling into the lane. Dumps it off for a dunk by Adu on the pick and roll. Well, Ziegler got in deep, and that's where he can do that kind of damage.
So the conference tourneys are this week. That's why my dude was going to Vegas. Tracking. Scratch that.
Hey, it's Rob time.
Oh, the women's selection show will be tomorrow.
Dillingham to the line for a three-point play opportunity when we come back after this timeout. There's 15:55 to play. Kentucky leads at Tennessee 44-39 on the UK Sports Network.
Kentucky Lottery's Times the Cash scratch-off games are an exciting way to multiply your fun because each game gives you multiple chances to win big. Now you can play 300 times the cash with over $24.5 million in total cash prizes and a chance to win the top prize of $3 million. Play 300 times the cash today. Get game details at kylottery.com. Play responsibly. Remember, it's just a game.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smartertogether. Member FDIC.
You're working hard, but you still need to buy your own health insurance. We get that you want big benefits for a small budget. That's why we've made our Marketplace health plans so easy to afford. In fact, 4 out of 5 Marketplace customers can get a plan for under $10 per month with financial help. So get great benefits, get a great rate, and know that we'll always have your back. CareSource, we got you. Enroll by January 15th at caresource.com/marketplace.
Subscribe to the Behind Kentucky Basketball podcast. It's available for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, and the official UK Athletics app. Rob Dillingham just made a pretty driving bank shot coming down the left side. Got bumped and was able to flip it up off the glass with his left hand and score it. 44-39 Kentucky, and Dillingham will be at the line. And this is a Tennessee team, Jack, that is a veteran group. They have 3 fifth-year seniors and 4 juniors among their top 8. But the one thing I don't know that they have is a real good matchup for Dillingham. He lit them up for 35 in Lexington. I'd like to see Rob get cooking in the second half.
Well, they would like to play Ziegler on him, of course, but he's not quick enough to stay with Rob. Rob,
what's going on, RM? What's going on?
He sat most of the first half in foul trouble, so he'll get a lot of touches of the basketball right now, I think. Decision-making is going to be key for him. And I also think, Tom, what has been good for Kentucky is they've given Tennessee just one shot at the basket each time down. They had 9 offensive rebounds. At halftime, they still have just 9. So one shot each time down the floor is going to be huge.
Tennessee does a lot of switching positions 1 through 4. Dillingham's the guy that can seize a mismatch
without
in a situation like that.
Without a doubt.
Yenso, Edwards, Dillingham, Reeves, Shepard on the floor for Kentucky. Dillingham trying to complete the three-point play. He does. Substitution for Tennessee is Connect gets back into the game. And Vescovi will go out. Vescovi will go out.
Would like to see Vescovi stay in there a little bit longer. He's really struggling.
Connect, guarded by Reeves on the right side as he makes the catch. They work it left side to James. Now Mashak's got it straight away. Pass to the right to Ziegler. Bluffs the 3. Gets into the lane. Goes around his man, and it's blocked by Yenso and pulled down by Reeves. Outlet pass, those deflected, and it's finally knocked ahead to Dillingham. Over to Shepard. Pull up 3, right side. Got it!
Don't even hesitate. Let that thing go.
Shepard from way downtown. Bang!
Back to 9. A bad pass, but Shepard was able to tip it over to Reeves, who tipped it ahead to Dillingham. Back to Reeves for the open 3 in transition. 48-39 Kentucky. Ziegler out deep on the right side. Goes off the Adu pick all the way down to the baseline. Feeds it back to Adu. Goes for the bucket. It's blocked by Yenso. Edwards has got it. Drives into the lane. Pulls up. Throws it out to Reeves. Open right side. Money. 20.
Yes.
The lead is the largest.
Kentucky pushes it back out to a 10-point lead.
7 straight 20-point games for Antonio Reeves. Connect. left side, trying to back down against Reeves. Double teamed as he comes into the lane, floats it up and in. He's a good, tough scorer.
He has that size, man. 6'6", 6'7", long arms. That enables him to shoot over top of people.
High release point on that shot.
Yes.
51-41 Kentucky. Dillingham going to work on the right side. Comes back to his left through the lane. Left-hand runner is an air ball. Going for his own rebound and commits a foul.
Tough shot.
Took a bad shot and then commits a foul. His third.
Well, as I say, decision-making is what's going to be important for Rob right now.
So Dillingham out with 3 fouls. Wagner in, and they usually like to get Rob out quickly when he gets in a little foul trouble because he's prone to get frustrated and make a couple of quick ones.
He'll pick up another one, but he'll come back.
Onyenso out. He's playing so hard, and Avicic checks in to replace him.
Yeah, Rob's still going to have a lot of opportunity here.
7 block shots today for Kentucky. 51-41 Cats. 14-10 to play in the game. Ziegler standing and dribbling out front, looking to get it to Connect. Shepard guarding Connect. He's got it out beyond the arc on the right side. Connect is going to drive on Shepard, goes for the rim, puts it up and in over Avicic. 25 for Connect. 51-43 Kentucky. Reeves, right side, jab step. Stops back and gets fouled on a 3-point shot. James came out to challenge it. Tennessee fans protest, but when Reeves stepped back, he got that quick release. James a little late getting to it. That's his
What's
third
Lucille's, RM? What is that?
He got him right in the face. I mean, come on. You got to blow that whistle. And the crowd doesn't like it, but it was
30 James.
So it's 3 shots.
With the foul there. 3 shots coming for Kentucky.
13:49 to play. He can push the lead back to 11 if he makes all 3. Reeves 5 out of 6 at the line today. Bounces in, hit the front of the rim, and he tried to use a little body lean to get it to crawl into the basket, which it did. 21 for Reeves.
That doesn't go in without that body language on that one, boy. He had
barbecue.
to talk to it. Twisted and turned.
Let's see if this one isn't just perfect. Yep.
Yeah. Usually when guys like him hit the rim, that's a miss. When I would practice, man, if I hit the rim, that would miss. And if I had a string going and I was trying to get to a certain number, I would have to start over, even though the ball went through the basket.
Antonio Reeves makes all 3. The lead is back to 11.
I love the tempo of this game. Kentucky's controlling.
Dog catcher checks in.
Ziegler standing out deep on the right side, dribbling. Passes to Connect in the corner. They run 2 defenders.
That was Jolene's dog catcher, not Lucille's.
Connect.
Same play. Same play.
Oh, wait, that was Dolly.
Antonio Reeves got hit in the face. So did Connect on that one by Antonio Reeves.
Only the first foul of the day on Reeves.
Somebody got sued.
54-43 Kentucky. Cal gets a bench warning. Getting inside the coach's box.
And sometimes you don't get that when you're talking to your own players.
5 team fouls now on Kentucky, but the first one on Reeves. Comes into Ziegler. Walks it over to his left. Coach Cal up. Hands on hips up near his outer limits of that coaching box. Connect. It's a deep 3 off the left side. 2 steps behind the arc. He's got 28. 54-46 Kentucky. Shepard. Jump pass to Reeves in the right corner. Reeves penetrates. Kicks to Reeves. Long 3's no good as Wagner who penetrated. Rebounded though by Edwards and then taken away by Tennessee. Connect down the left side. Drives it at Reeves. Drives it at Avicic. Flips it up. No good. Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds. Touch last by Kentucky with 12:56 to play. 54-46 Kentucky. Onyenso going to be called back into the game. He has been the big guy for Kentucky that has been most
Who's going to the island barbecue?
Physical fight in the paint.
Well, and you would love to have Savannah get minutes because he'll get some opportunities.
Lob for Connect and a foul call.
Yeah.
They tried to run that lob on the out-of-bounds play that they scored on in Lexington. And Connect got knocked down, and it's going to be 6 fouls on Kentucky. And I think this is on...
That's on Wagner. That'll be...
No, it's on Wagner. That's his fourth. That'll get Dillingham up off the bench.
There's no shot coming on that, so.
Tennessee's ball on the left baseline. Kentucky with a 54-46 lead. Calipari up to the midcourt line, picks up a technical foul.
Calipari is fired up and picks up a tee.
Scorer's table about something. His assistants, 3 of them, went up to try to bring him back inside.
He should be given a tee for that jacket.
Complaining about Rob Dillingham was at the table and was waiting to come in. With Wagner having 4, he did not want time to start again.
Right. James Trevis checks in. Everybody welcome James Trevis to the channel.
He was out of box. He just got a warning, so I think that's on the coaches right there.
Calipari is calling the official over to say what I was talking about was they wouldn't put my guy in, but the official's just pointing down saying, yeah, but you were up at the midcourt line.
Misses the free throw.
Gainey. Did he miss the free throw? I couldn't see.
He did miss the free throw. He did miss.
So a break there for Kentucky.
So not only is Calipari pissed, but he's got like 5 of his assistants chasing him around.
Getting ready to check in for Tennessee. So Kentucky getting ready to defend another inbounds play here off the left baseline for Tennessee.
Well, they're going to try to score. I'm not.
Ziegler gets it to connect off a screen, left corner open, missed it, backside rebound claimed by James, can't get a shot, throws it out to Ziegler, straight away 3 ball, no good, rebounded by Reeves for Kentucky, and he gives it to Shepard.
Well, I'm not sure why Kentucky didn't zone that out of bounds spot.
Shepard goes left, hesitates, puts it between his legs, gives it back to Dillingham in the middle of the floor. Dillingham calls for the pitch from Onienso, takes it going right, gives it back to Ugo, hands it to Rob. Rob over to Shepard, open, left wing for 3. Hit it!
Good ball movement, just great ball movement.
3 threes in the half. Connect 3 at the other end. Missed it off the right wing, but the long rebound chased down by Awaka for Tennessee.
That's a guard rebound right there. You have to get in there and get those long rebounds.
57-46 Kentucky. Ziegler down the lane. Kicks it out to the left wing. Meshack, a 3. Rims out. Rebound Shepard for Kentucky.
Slow it down. Just slow it down. Get
12 minutes to play. Shepard goes right, down the lane, hooks it back out to Edwards. 3 from the top. Hit it!
My God.
Edwards, 4th 3 of the day.
Kentucky is on fire.
Tennessee defense and making plays after you break them down.
Timeout, Tennessee. 11:44 to play. The Cats with a 14-point lead. Kentucky 60, Tennessee 46 on the UK Sports Network.
The best golfers in the world face off in the Players' Championship. And you can hear all the action on SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
Right in the middle, Rory McIlroy.
All next week, we have
Kentucky
coverage
shooting
from
50% from beyond the arc.
Player interviews and play-by-play
To
coverage.
Tennessee's 33. Kentucky also 43% from the field to Tennessee's 31.
And on the all-new SiriusXM app.
And Kentucky is making their free throws at a 90% clip, while Tennessee is struggling at 60%.
Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the Shriners Children's 500
NASCAR on the channel tomorrow. The Shriners 500 from Phoenix International Raceway and Valhalla Sports Talk invites you to join the party.
Wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Feel the thrill of the open road and the frosty chill of winter. Or cruising through the snow.
Shriners, start your go-karts. I'm pumped for Selection Sunday, says Sarah. Was about to make a bad joke, stopped myself.
58% in the second half, 7 of 12, 5 of 7 at the three-point line. Tennessee still struggling to make shots, 31% on the day. They do have 3 threes here in this second half. Time for our Kentucky Lottery key play of the game. Rob Dillingham provided it after Tennessee had cut the lead to 42-39.
Tighten the chin straps on your fez.
Driving bank shot, got fouled, completed the three-point play. That key to 9-0 Kentucky run that pushed the lead to 12. It's 14 right now at 60-46 with 11:44 to play. Since 1999, $489 million in scholarships and grants funded by lottery proceeds have been used at UK. The Kentucky Lottery truly is fueling imagination and funding education. Because this young Kentucky team has grown up a lot in the last month.
Yes, they have. And they have seen a little bit of everything. They've had to figure out how to win ball games, not just how to play, but how to play and win. Now, the question is, when Tennessee makes the run, and it's coming, how do these young players...
RM, you should start every one of your posts with a wrench.
Fought them off early.
Every one of your posts, before you put it, you should put a little wrench before your post.
Reed Shepherd was 2 of 6 at halftime from the field. He's 3 of 3, all of them three-pointers here in the second half. But Kentucky's leading scorer, the guy who's usually the leading scorer, Antonio Reeves. He has 23. Justin Edwards, 4 threes today and 16 points. Comes into Ziegler for Tennessee. He's tracked by Shepherd.
And 11:40 to go.
Circle, going to shoot a contested three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Reeves. It was Onyenso who came up to play that pick and roll and got that long arm up to bother Ziegler. Reeves comes into the circle, backs out. He's at the top of the key. Reeves picks up his dribble, gives it to Dillingham. Kentucky leading by 14 as Dillingham calls the play. Goes left, now goes back to his right. Dillingham down the lane, flips it up, won't go. Rebound on Yenso, out to Edwards. A three at the top is no good. It's short and rebounded by Tennessee.
Follow that shot.
Throws it ahead to James, back to Ziegler. Open left wing for a three. Good. They left him wide open.
Yeah, he's going to make some.
So that makes it 60-49 with 10:58 to play. And ball got knocked, I guess, around over that far corner. And
they have another timeout.
They get us to another timeout. So we had a stoppage of play there before Kentucky could get the ball inbounded. And that will be the media timeout with 10:58 to play in the game. Kentucky leads by 11, 60-49 on the UK Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Reed Shepherd. Basketball isn't just swishing threes, neither is life. If you are one of the 300,000 Kentuckians suffering from depression, there's something you should know. Transcranial magnetic stimulation is a non-invasive
cranial magnetic stimulation, baby. Let's go.
Available throughout the Commonwealth. 70% of Oasis patients experience significant response. Find out more about treatment options at oasistms.com.
Hey, Wildcat fans! Little Caesars, the home of hot and ready pizza, invites you to try our world-famous Crazy Bread with crazy sauce, Caesar wings, Italian cheese bread, and our new cookie dough brownie dessert. At Little Caesars, we begin each day with dough made fresh from scratch, fresh, never frozen cheese, and the tastiest toppings. Little Caesars is also a proud partner of UK Athletics and an enthusiastic member of Big Blue Nation. So go, Cats!
Pizza, pizza. Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling.
Apparently Charles Barkley now has a gas station and convenience store funded with his Capital One credit card.
He's scored 103 points against Kentucky and Lexington, won by 11 with 10:58 to play. They're not even halfway there yet. It's Kentucky 60, Tennessee 49.
135. That is their high in the house.
Game day all season long. The show airs on Saturday mornings at 9 on WLEX in Lexington. Check UKathletics.com/UK Sports Network for TV affiliates and times in your area. Fans outside the state, you can watch at UKathletics.com/videos.
Kenny Jet checks in, says, "Go Big Blue."
NCAA tournament bid goes out tonight to the champion of the Ohio Valley Conference, and we say good luck to former member of the Kentucky staff, Preston Scradlin, doing a great job as the head coach of the Morehead State Eagles, who are playing Little Rock for the OVC title tonight. The Goose, Kentucky has so far been able to answer Tennessee's abbreviated runs.
Yeah, and listen, with the way they have run their offense here, there's no reason why that should not happen. As I mentioned, my biggest concern is, can Kentucky limit Tennessee to one shot every time down? And they'll get hurt off the second opportunities because those turn into three-point baskets.
Into it again, so he hands it back to Shepard. Kentucky's last 5 baskets have been three-pointers. The only time they didn't get a basket was when Reeves got fouled on a 3 and he made them all.
About Sam Cassell and somebody.
Trips where they've scored 3 points. Dillingham picks up his dribble at the left elbow, throws it out to Shepard. 12 on the shot clock. Shepard goes left, pulls up for a 3, made it.
Just run your stuff, man.
Reed Shepard makes it 63-49 Kentucky. 4 threes in the half for Shepard. He's made every shot.
Jay Snacks checks in, says Rob only got 5.
Out, and the rebound snatched by Edwards in a crowd.
Yeah, that's what it says, man. That's what it says.
Like there's no question.
That is updated. Up to the second.
10-15 to play. Shepard gets it to Dillingham. Dillingham down the lane, gets bumped, goes
Dillingham
up.
fouled, though.
Foul called on Vescovy.
See, Kentucky is moving. Number one, they're moving the ball, and that keeps Tennessee.
You got to better something, Jay, on Dillingham.
2, they're moving their bodies. So
Gambler alert.
Forces mismatches, breakdowns on the Tennessee defense.
No free throws. They're going to inbound the ball on the right baseline. Shepard will trigger it in. Kentucky with its largest lead of the day at 63-49. Shepard needs somebody to pass it to, and a 5-second count. Reeves finally popped open at the last second, but it was too late.
Boy, there's just no reason why that should happen.
There's never been an ugliest NBA discussion ever.
So let's see if Tennessee takes advantage of the turnover. James at the top of the circle wants to hand it to Connect. Reeves wouldn't let him.
Are you saying you're not prepared for the discussion, Summerow? Did you not come prepared to class?
As opposed to a three-point shot.
63-51 Kentucky. 9:45 to play in the game. Edwards dribbles left, hands it to Reeves, who gives it back to Shepard. Shepard standing in the midcourt circle, listening to some directions from Coach Calipari.
Nope, I didn't bet on either team.
All the way to the rim, banked it in with the left hand.
Just smart playing, man. You just take what the defense gives you.
14 in the second half for Shepard. 14-point lead for Kentucky. 65-51. Shepard with 19 on the day. Here's Connect. Dribbling down the left side. Backs out beyond the three-point line. Lets it fly. It's good.
Well, he is just good.
Yes,
I mean, that was good defense. That's just a better shot.
It's his 5th three-point basket of the day and his 7th game with 30 or more points. Edwards driving left side. Cut off at the block, so he throws it back out front to Dillingham. Going to shoot a 3 from the top. Hit it!
Boy, just take what the defense gives you.
68.
I'd throw Pat Beverly in the ugly mix as PDX.
The boys in blue. Ziegler out deep on the left, gives it to James in the middle. Tried to hand it to Connect.
Watch under the basket.
Reeves wouldn't let him again. Ziegler's got it top of the circle. Hits Adu on the pick and roll. He gets in deep, goes up, scores, and a foul on Onyenso. And that's his first, and Adu will have a chance at a three-point play.
Betting is still open, y'all. Pick the winner. Wildcats
They've gone with that high screen and roll, and
or Volunteers.
And Tennessee didn't take advantage of it. Was Dalton Connect coming off of that?
Looks like we have 7 bets on the Wildcats, 3 bets on the Volunteers, 264,111 points in the loyalty pot.
Meshack back in for Tennessee, gaining out. Adu at the line where he shoots 62%, but he's 2 for 2 today.
Screen out.
Hits it for his 11 points, same number that he posted in Lexington. 68-57, Kentucky, 8:30 to play. Dillingham jogs into front court for the Cats. Floats over to his right. Couple of between the legs dribble. Goes into the lane, throws it out to Fierro.
I'm not reading that.
Cut off. Throws it out in the corner to Reeves. Who's one baseline. Gets around his man, but then throws it away.
Turnover.
Meshack driving the other way. Throws it to Ziegler, who circles out to the left. Cross-court pass to Connect. Long 3. Good.
Uh-oh.
8:01 to play.
Single digits. 68-60, 7:55 to go in the game. Uh-oh, the crowd is hyped in Tennessee. They're like Valhalla just put 100,000 on the Wildcats. And they hit another three. Timeout on the floor.
Back-to-back threes, and the lead's down to 5. Kentucky 68, Tennessee 63. The UK Sports Network.
What is that? Imagine yourself in a new Toyota, like a new electrified hybrid Toyota, with more hybrid EV choices than anybody else, including hybrid versions of the best-selling Camry, the best-selling RAV4, the all-new Grand Highlander, and the powerful new Tundra. Now through April 1st, get low-rate financing, special leases, or customer cash, depending on model. Plus, every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
This is former PGA Tour winner Smiley Kaufman, host of The Smiley Show, a Sirius XM podcast.
Smiley Kaufman for 61.
I've got boots on the ground at every major tournament, which means each week I'm bringing you insights straight from the course and conversations with my friends on the PGA Tour. Because what's better than golfing with your buddies? Listen to The Smiley Show right now on the SXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's SMYLIE.
The NBA postseason is just weeks away.
Out to Booker, who dumps it to Durant for an open three. He got it!
Hear the best games from around the association every night and non-stop talk from our experts every day.
Hey, everyone, it's Rick Kamla. Huge game in prime time tonight. Jason Tatum
Mike
and the Boston
Jones.
Celtics take on Kevin Durant and the Suns in Phoenix. Hear every second of the action at 8:30 Eastern on NBA Radio.
Your 24/7 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio, channel 86 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Tennessee now starting to heat up. They made 7 of 13 threes in this half. 54% overall for the game, still just 38%. And Kentucky's 14-point lead has been cut to 5. Tennessee on a 9-0 run at 68-63 Cats with 7:29 to play. As we take a 10-second break for station identification on the UK Sports Network.
This is Sirius.
Sirius XM.
Sirius XM.
Radio.
Tennessee has forced Kentucky into 11 turnovers today, and that's led to 14 points for the Volunteers. We got 21 points off the fast break, actually outscoring Kentucky in that stat, 21-12. Kentucky normally is one of the top teams in the country in scoring fast break points.
Yeah, and I think with the game Kentucky has had to play today, it's okay because it's more important to get off a good shot as opposed to a fast shot, a quick shot. And we knew Tennessee was going to make a run, Tom. Good teams do that. Now, Kentucky must respond, continue to run their offense as they've been doing, and take a good shot, high percentage shot.
Tennessee holds opponents to 38% shooting, second best.
Who's 3? Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Right now, they're shooting 56% in this half, 7 of 11 at the three-point line for Kentucky.
So can the young guys, we mentioned them a little while ago, just talked about the young guys. How are they going to handle this adverse crowd, crowd?
There's a hell ball. Tennessee has the arrow. Both teams in the bonus on a foul. Reed Shepard will inbound it against full court man-to-man pressure from Tennessee. Shepard runs the baseline, gets it into Edwards, who gives it right back to Shepard. Shepard will bring it up with the left-hand dribble. Now switches to his right hand as he comes into front court. Working against Ziegler. Goes to his right, cut off. Needs help. Gives it to Edwards on the right side. Double team. Works it back out to Shepard. Over to Reeves. 12 to shoot. Reeves. Hands it to Dillingham. 8 seconds. Dillingham tries to drive. It's knocked away. Loose ball. Tennessee's got it. 12 turnovers now for Kentucky. Ziegler into front court. Goes down the left side. Spins. Trying to get it back to connect. Couldn't do it. Ziegler driving along the baseline. Drops it off to Adu. Back to Ziegler, out to James, around to Connect, deep three, right side, in and out. Rebounded by Dillingham for Kentucky.
Kentucky needed that stop bad.
He can't make them all, but he might be able to.
6:38 to play as Reeves goes to work left of the circle. Trying to get into the lane, could not. He hands it to Dillingham, and he is fouled by Meshack. Getting very physical out there, and the whistle will put Dillingham at the line for one and a bonus on Yenso, getting a breather. Adesic checks in for
Isn't it hard to remember time before the internet, Summer O?
Big Z can help right now. Obviously,
I remember we got the encyclopedias at Safeway. I guess you'd look through the encyclopedia.
Might be able to spread the floor.
The Farmer's Almanac. Old Sports Illustrated issues.
One and a bonus on this one. It's 7 fouls now on Tennessee, same as Kentucky. Dillingham spins it. That's a fly. Good.
Hush the crowd for a little bit here.
Ends that Tennessee run of 9 straight. Rob Dillingham.
So a 9-0 run finally halted by a free throw.
Lead back to 7. He does. Dillingham, the fourth cat into double figures with 10. Shepard digs in as Ziegler brings it into front court for Tennessee. Looking for Connect. He's got it out beyond the arc on the right side. Shepard, or rather Edwards guarding him. Connect started in, now he backs out. Connect goes right, going for the basket, and lays it in. Z just watched him drive it in.
Yeah, that's why he's in there, man. He's got to go for that block.
36 for Connect. 70-65. Reeves curls into the paint, goes down the lane, and puts it in with a left hand.
Get good shots. See, you have to, he just has to try to block a shot. Go for it.
72-65 Kentucky, 5:50 to play. Connect through the lane, angles right, flips it up and in off the glass. 38 for Connect.
Trading baskets are all of a sudden.
That's Tennessee's offense right now.
Yeah, and why shouldn't it be?
Shepard driving to the other end, ball knocked away. He ricochets off the backboard, back to Shepard. Out to Dillingham, right elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded by Connect.
Dillingham, a rough day for the Wildcats.
26 to play. Connect down the lane, angles right, blocked by Adesic, and Kentucky comes out with it.
Adesic says, "Get that shit out of here."
Ability, young fella.
Big play there by Big Z. Shepard in the midcourt circle, standing and dribbling for Kentucky. Bounces it to Dillingham. Coming down to 5 minutes to play. Left side it comes to Reeves, back to Shepard. Shot clock at 12. Shepard looking for Reeves. He's got him in the right corner. Reeves goes baseline. Muscles it up and in.
Boy, should have had the whistle on that. I thought he got pounded.
74-67. 27 for Reeves. The two leading candidates for SEC Player of the Year. Trading shots. Ziegler hands it to Connect on the right wing. Guarded by Edwards. Connect faces up on him. 12 seconds.
Hand up.
Rises up for a long three. It's no good. Rebounded by Dillingham for Kentucky. He comes into front court. Hands it off to Shepard. Shepard open. Thought about the shot.
Shepard thought about it.
Over to Reeves instead.
Good decision.
4:20
He gets
to
it
play.
back.
Kentucky 74. Tennessee 67. Dillingham bounces it left side to Reeves. Back to Shepard with 12 to shoot. Shepard starts in, now retreats. Shepard picks up his dribble, bounces it to Reeves, dumps it off to Adesic, right under the basket, throws it out to Edwards, over to Dillingham.
Right on the shot.
Left wing three, money! Reed Shepard pushes the lead back to 10.
Wow.
77-67.
Reed Shepard is guilty as
He's
charged.
22. Ziegler drives by Shepard, right-hand runner up and off the glass and in. Tennessee pulling everybody out, and then Ziegler just going to work off the bounce. 77-69.
Got to get a shot. Get a good shot every time down.
3.5 to play. Shepard harassed by Ziegler out front. Over to Dillingham. Dillingham out deep on the right. Walks it to the middle of the floor. 15 on the shot clock. Dillingham.
3:22 clock running. Second half.
Down the lane. Banks it up, and it won't go. Tapped up, no good. Rebounded by Tennessee. Ziegler on the jog into front court. Angles left. Drops it off to Adu. Out to James. 3, right corner. Missed it. Badly rebounded by Dillingham. Rob's doing a nice job on the boards.
Got a timeout right here. Next dead ball, boy.
3 minutes to play. Kentucky with a 77-69 lead in Knoxville against the 5th-ranked Tennessee Vols. Shepard's got it out deep on the right side. 10 seconds on the shot clock as he comes to the middle of the floor. Puts it between his legs. 7 to shoot. Now 6. Shepard goes left. Works himself open. A 3. Got it!
My God.
As he smiles and nods, backing down the court.
Wow.
Connect, right side. Can't get a shot. Hooks it out to Ziegler, around to James. He'll take another 3. It's no good. Shepard taps the rebound, but it goes to Meshack. Gives it to Connect. High post jumper, good. And a timeout for Tennessee. That's 40 for Dalton Connect. 2:19 to play. Kentucky leads at Tennessee 80-71. This is the UK Sports Network. Hey, BBN, stay connected to the Cats with the Big Blue Brew, the official newsletter of UK Athletics. The Big Blue Brew is completely free. Sign up today at ukathletics.com/bigbluebrew. The Big Blue Brew hits inboxes weekday mornings and provides fans with a rundown of top news, trivia questions, unforgettable highlights, and info on upcoming events. Go to ukathletics.com/bigbluebrew to sign up.
At Don Franklin, we're more than a group of car dealerships. We're hardworking, everyday people of Kentucky. We strive daily to give 100% to our customers, our employees, and our families. We are committed to providing everyone with a safe and reliable vehicle, and we continue our tradition of supporting our local communities. At all dealerships across Kentucky, we will treat you like family. Don Franklin Family of Dealerships, we are Kentucky.
For most of us, there are no guarantees, no golden tickets, no easy roads. But at the University of Kentucky, there is a promise to support and inspire you, to reach for what's possible, to lead and create, to heal and discover, as we help solve the world's toughest challenges, transforming lives and improving communities. At the University of Kentucky, we promise to make the possible real.
15 of 28 at the three-point line, 9 of 13 in this second half, 5 of them by Reed Shepard, who's now 7 of 9 on the day at the three-point line. And that is a personal best for him on three-point baskets. Kentucky has gone over 300 three-pointers for the season, just the 4th Kentucky team to do that. And it has become the shootout in the second half that we thought we might see from the start, Goose.
Yeah, I just give Kentucky a lot of credit defensively. They've done what they have needed to do. And, I talk about rebounding the ball all
we
the
bust
time.
200 in the chat.
Such a big factor with this Kentucky team. And, Tennessee had 9 offensive rebounds at half. They have 11, but they've had 11 since that first time out. So Kentucky doing the job on the defensive end of the floor, rebounding the basketball.
Rob Dillingham in the last few minutes has been able to get in and come up with a couple of key rebounds. Gets 6 from Edwards, 6 from Reeves, 5 from Shepard, 6 from Thiero, 5 from Onyenso. So it has been a team effort on the glass.
And that's what it needs to be, because Tennessee's going to shoot long shots. Long shots usually mean, if they miss, means long rebounds.
Betting has been closed. Betting has been closed.
1-1 on a foul. If there's a held ball, the arrow going Tennessee's way. Kentucky has 2 timeouts left. Tennessee 1.
That's just what it's going to say. If you can't get it in, burn one of those timeouts. No big deal.
Shepard will run the baseline, guarded by Josiah Jordan-James. 2:19 on the clock. 80-71. Kentucky with the lead. They've led since 15-12 midway through the first half. Shepard gets it into DJ Wagner. Wagner gives it back to Shepard.
Keep pushing.
And Shepard got the ball
Shepard travels
and walked with it. He had Reeves wide open in the left corner, and just an unforced error there as he got the ball hung on his hip. So Dillingham, who had gone out, comes back in. Shepard will go out.
I'm not 100% sure how long you can leave Reed sitting.
13 turnovers for Kentucky. Ziegler trying to get it to connect. Edwards denying.
Hard
Ziegler
luck.
goes off the
Welcome
connect
to the
screen,
Berserkers.
to connect
General
for a
Thor will be
quick three.
proud.
It's no good. Rebounded, put up by Adu, blocked by Onyenso, but they call a foul or goaltending.
And they'll look at it at the next dead ball. Both guys were so high up.
So with 2 minutes to play, they'll go and take a look at this since there's 2 minutes on the clock, and Shepard coming right back in. Wagner will come out. It's 80-73 at the moment as they will go to the monitor and look at this.
I just think that's a good block, Tom. I saw it on the big screen. I just think that's a good
call
block
against Onyenso.
I mean,
8 blocks today for Kentucky. If they give him that one, it would be 9.
Well, that really, really looked like a good defensive play.
And there have been a bunch of them today by the big fella.
Yeah.
Ugo has battled in the paint today. Rebounding, blocking shots, contesting ones he didn't block. Tennessee today has scored 28 points in the paint, but it's below what Kentucky's given up in several games this year. And they're taking the headsets off. Basket's good. So it counts. 80-73 the score. Kentucky leading with 2 minutes exactly to play.
And they said the ball was still going up, but it was over the cylinder.
And on the replay, there's a camera above the rim, and it looks like the ball maybe was into the cylinder. So
just got to get the ball in bounds.
Kentucky does have 2 timeouts.
Bring it up the floor.
Yeah, I don't ever want someone to tell me that F1 is better than NASCAR ever again.
And I like that.
Reeves, Shepard, Dillingham, Onyenso, and Edwards. Edwards runs the baseline, gets it into Shepard. He brings it up the left side, and he's fouled by Meshack.
Yeah, I like someone else taking the ball out of bounds right there, Tom, because if Reed takes it out, it takes away your best free throw shooter, one of your best free throw shooters.
Nice adjustment there.
Yeah.
Shepard going to the line for
1:58 to go. 80-73. Kentucky with the lead. Shepard at the charity stripe.
And it's good.
As long as that guy taking the ball out of bounds realizes that it's
DJ Wagner and Dillingham out there trying to go defense, offense there.
Yeah. You realize you have 2 timeouts, and don't be afraid to use them.
Shepard's bonus shot. Perfect. 82-73 Kentucky. 27.
Got to use some clock. Force them to use a little bit of clock. You just don't.
Ziegler gets into the lane, goes right to the rim. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Onyenso. Outlet pass to Wagner.
Huge miss.
Wagner comes up into front court. Now he slows it up. Floats it across court to Reeves. Reeves out deep on the right side. Shepard wanted to get it, but couldn't. So Reeves will go to work down that right sideline.
Won't hurt you with Reeves.
Just standing and dribbling. Gives it back to Wagner. Minute and a half to play. Kentucky leads by 9. We hear the go big blue. Wagner down the lane. Out to Shepard. Wide open left corner. In and out.
Oh.
Beautiful
Rebound
shot.
Tennessee.
Great execution.
They get it in the hands of Connect. Jogs across the line. Slides left. A long 3. Comes up short. Reeves with a rebound in traffic. Just holding the ball. Now he gives it to Shepard. 1:12 to play. Kentucky by 9. As Shepard comes into front court, just stands and dribbles.
Just dribble, Reed. They don't want to put you on the line. That's for sure.
It comes to Wagner. A minute to play.
Get
Kentucky
it back,
82. Tennessee 73. Wagner goes left. Down the lane. He's bumped and fouled.
Nice. Very great. Very good execution. Good execution by
spread the floor.
Kentucky, man.
Then DJ was quicker than Connect, so he drove it on it. So Wagner goes to the line for the first time today. 1 and a bonus here. That's 9 fouls on Tennessee. DJ hit it.
Nice.
Perfect.
Just nice execution by Kentucky this entire game, man. It's been fun to watch. It's great to know they have it in them.
Meshack out, Vescovy in. 55.6 on the clock. The lead is 11 as Wagner hits the bonus shot. Just 4 points for DJ today. Ziegler.
Yeah, this looks like a wrap.
Long 3, good, and Tennessee will use its final timeout. Cal upset that they let Ziegler get
Robert Helton checks in.
So Zakai Ziegler's
Tayeti checks in.
Three-pointer of the day cuts it to 84-76. Tennessee is now out of timeouts with 50.2 on the clock. Kentucky has 2 left. Tennessee has the arrow on a held ball. Look at the Vol fans heading for the exits.
Yes, they are. That is
The
good
life
to see,
and death
but
of a ghost hunter.
it'd be better to see when Kentucky's ahead with about 12 seconds left in this game as opposed to
Checks into the chat. He's got something to say.
1972 Kentucky on this day came to Tennessee.
Jimmy says,
to
now I'm
win
going to lose
get the
25,
SEC's only bid to the NCAA
250,000 points.
67-66.
I don't know how. You can only bet 100,000, firefighter
40
Jimmy.
minutes in what was Coach Rupp's final regular season SEC game.
Do you really believe that up in smoke?
Today to get this done for Kentucky.
But I like where they are, same place that Kentucky team was, but get the ball inbounds, force them to foul. You cannot turn it over, obviously, and then make your free throws.
Most points ever by a Tennessee player against Kentucky, Ernie Grunfeld with 43 in 1976. Dalton Connect has 40 today.
God,
but
just a mention of Ernie's name, man. I'm twitching here, man. I'm going into
He's taking Jason.
sweat, man. Just thinking
Welcome to
about
the
playing against
stream.
that guy.
But 227 might just beat 140.
I like
Shepard and Reeves each with 27 to lead Kentucky. DJ Wagner will inbound the ball.
And Reed Shepard needs to be the last one to cut.
Comes into Shepard. He falls down, throws it away.
Turnover and a bucket.
So now he'll go to the line for a chance to cut it to 5.
Yeah, that's why I say I'd be happy when there's like 10 seconds or 5.
Wow, Shepard.
Ahead. Just got to get the ball inbound. DJ fouls out.
Doug Smotherman, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Ziegler's a 72% shooter. He's 0 for 1 today. He can cut this to 5 with 47 seconds left. Hits it. And Kentucky's going to get a substitution.
So just a 5-point game with 47.1 remaining.
On the inside. They get their worst free throw shooter off the floor.
Well, now Reed is taking it out. You saw right there why.
Shepard runs the baseline, gets it into Dillingham.
Timeout.
He was inbounded the ball in the worst possible spot, deep in that corner in back court. So Kentucky had 2 timeouts. They used
Ryan Pentecost checks in, says, "Go Big Blue."
In that corner, and they can't run the baseline now. 45.7 on the clock. If there's a held ball, Tennessee has the arrow.
You know, it's tough getting the ball inbounds when all 5 guys are in the back court.
And they're going to be extra physical. They don't care if they get a foul. They'll sacrifice a chance at a foul to get a steal, like they did a moment ago.
You're exactly right. So sometimes in this situation, a long pass, a leak-out pass behind the defense works. Not sure if Kentucky will want to try it right here, but we'll see. Now, it worked pretty well when Edwards took the ball out of bounds.
Shepard, Reeves, Edwards, Dillingham, Thiero on the floor for Kentucky. 84-79. The Cats lead at 45.7 on the clock. Adu will guard the ball at 6'11". Shepard will inbound it, and he can't move.
And I like that Kentucky has brought 2 guys out.
Doug marks himself safe from hearing Rocky Top, Tennessee.
4 and the 5.
Shepard still has a timeout. Gets it into Reeves. They double team him. Reeves dribbling around, throws it up to Dillingham. Dillingham got to get it in front court. Throws it across the line. It's deflected.
Over.
Over to Ziegler. Quick threes blocked by Shepard.
Shepard blocks the 3. They get it back.
James, and he's fouled.
And a foul.
31.4 on the clock.
31.4.
There should never be, never in this situation, a long pass.
Dillingham commits the foul, his 4th. Trey Mitchell. Maybe another steady hand going to come in.
Yes.
The arrow's going to come out. James at the line for 2 shots. He shoots 82% first time to the line today. He could cut it to a 1-possession game. Free throw, good.
He's got to get the ball in bounds. You just have to get it in.
84-80. Kentucky, 1 more shot for James. Mitchell and Edwards have the inside spot on the free throw line. He's
got to screen out. Got to screen out. You can't.
He makes it. 84-81. Shepard quickly gets it into Mitchell. Comes back to Shepard. Shepard double teamed in backcourt. Throws it cross court to Dillingham. A risky pass actually to Reeves. Now Reeves in trouble. And 10-second count.
Jesus. Kentucky can't get out of their own end.
A parade of turnovers in the final couple of minutes.
Oh, man.
15 of them now for Kentucky. Yenso will come back in.
Just making this way tougher than they need to, obviously.
Mitchell out. 21.7 on the clock. 84-81 Kentucky. They had a timeout there. Calipari was screaming, but he was on the other side of the floor. Now the Go Big Orange chant comes up. Connect will inbound the ball on the left side. You know they'll try to get it right back to him.
21.7 seconds remaining. 81-84 Kentucky.
Get it to Ziegler.
Tennessee inbounds the ball.
Connect falls down, so Ziegler throws it left side to Vescovy. Slides right over to James. A three from the corner. It's no good. Ball's tapped out of bounds by Adu. It's
Kentucky ball.
10.7 on the clock. They'll take a look at this on the monitor.
They need to get Yenso out of there. And they will. Trey Mitchell coming.
Hugo would be the guy they'd want to foul.
Yes.
So
yeah, it would technically the Vols were the number 4 seed in the country, or the number 4 ranked team in the country. Kentucky 15.
10.7 on the clock. So
officials looking at this.
Along the baseline, trying to get open and fell down, and so Ziegler had to.
They did. They got a good shot.
Got it to Vescovy, and he couldn't get a shot through it to James, and he missed a three.
Yeah, it's going to be off the fingertips of the Tennessee player.
That it went off Adu.
Yes, and I think it's
the official's right
call.
there on the play.
Yeah, he came over top, hit the ball out.
Yenso had the inside position.
Kentucky ball.
So Kentucky will have the possession and a 3-point lead, 84-81 with 10.7 on the clock.
Big rebound by Yenso, by the way.
So Kentucky has one.
CBS doesn't do a good job of getting the call from the official after the reviews.
They were up 11 with about a minute to play.
Or at least the radio telecast doesn't.
Has scored 8 straight.
Wow.
Shepard will inbound the ball, but again, he can run the baseline. Adu guarding him.
10.7. Kentucky to inbound it.
In back court deeper.
From under the basket.
Shepard bounces it into Mitchell.
Shepard gets it into Mitchell. Get past half court.
And gets fouled.
Fouled.
By Adu with 5.9 on the clock. And that's 10 fouls on Tennessee.
So 5.9 seconds. It's a 3-point game in favor of Kentucky. 84-81.
Rob has been shooting the free throws well.
Approaching 4775 views, 54 likes.
Fires and missed it.
And he misses the free throw.
It's good to have that double bonus.
Yenso is going to come back into the game for Kentucky, and he'll replace Mitchell. Dillingham trying to make it a 4-point lead.
So Morgan, would you like to fly on a plane?
Remember in the Florida game, Calipari thought about taking a timeout in between free throws for Dillingham when Rob made the first one. And he ended up missing the second one. Calipari calling the timeout here.
Tickets are cheap.
Because his shooter has just missed. I don't think you worry about icing the shooter. That's what Calipari talked about last time. But the main thing is you want to set your defensive plan.
Well, yeah, and what obviously if he makes this, you don't want to foul.
Right.
In a lot of situations, not every, but in a lot of situations when that coach calls the timeout, number one, he's expressing don't let them roll the ball up the floor. So get in the backcourt with them. Man-to-man up. And then right before you get to half court, if you're going to foul, that's when you foul. Now, Coach Cal never wants to do that. I get it. But that's the thinking.
If Rob misses.
If Rob misses.
It could be a 4-point lead if he makes it up.
He's going to make this.
Go ahead.
There's no if. I mean, I'm telling you. When I was coaching, I called a timeout. I would say, now when she makes this, here's what we're going to do on defense. You don't give them any thought in their mind that they're going to miss it. So this one is going in.
Dillingham is a 78%.
Allison checks in, says, "Go Big Blue." Tony says, "Hurry up and play, Jesus."
A lot about that one he missed in the Florida game that would have sealed that win where Kentucky ultimately lost in overtime. Dillingham's got one shot for a 4-point lead with 5.9 on the clock. Rob Dillingham spins the ball, looks at the basket. It's good! 85-81 Kentucky. Mitchell will check into the game in place of Onyenso now.
Now you got to get up the floor. Don't let them roll this thing to half court. And
I
obviously,
think he's the starting guard for Kentucky, Kmart Toaster.
Throw, which is what they're going to try to get for Connect.
Ziegler throws it into James, right back to Ziegler. Ziegler launches a three. From the top of the key, comes up short, rebounded by Shepard. It's over.
This is game.
Kentucky is the king of Rocky Top.
Kentucky wins it 85-81.
The Cats take down a fifth-ranked Tennessee team on its home court for the second year in a row.
Wow, man, what a great game. What a wonderful effort by these guys in the blue tonight.
And they made it just interesting enough with those late
I don't need that, though, Tom. I do not need
you
that.
Speak for the BBN. Cats win
Be
it
following these Wildcats
Tennessee,
through the NCAA tournament.
Come back and recap it after this timeout on the UK Sports Network.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Now to Williams, drives in on the baseline left, got inside Ray J. Dennis.
So that's going to do it, y'all. Kentucky gets the win and upsets the Volunteers at their house. All right, Voink's bets have been paid out. There's the end of game box score. Shepard and Reeves were the high scorers with 27 apiece. Shepard, though, 7 for 10 from beyond the arc. I think you can only bet on one. I think you're only allowed one bet, PDX. All right, we busted 5,000 views, 61 likes. We'll be back later tonight for more Wildcat basketball. University of Arizona versus University of Southern California Trojans. All right, we are 4 subscribers away from 14,800. Want to thank the Valhalla Sports Talk members for joining me today. They are the V Homies. Thank the Valhalla Sports Talk subscribers. We call them the Berserkers.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Thank my crack mod squad for their assistance today on this stream. Appreciate it, Dab Dave. It was a good stream. Hey, I appreciate everybody. We're turning this thing around. We're turning it around. I believe that's an 8 o'clock start for Arizona USC. Noah says Tennessee won in my books. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for streaming Wildcat Weekend, says Dog Catcher. Yeah, I'm sure we're headed right for that up in smoke. That would be insane. I don't even think Dr. Disrespect has 100,000 members. He might though. All right, but I'm out of here, y'all. Everybody have a great rest of your afternoon. We'll see you later tonight for some Wildcat basketball. Tomorrow, NASCAR. Tomorrow night, Lakers basketball. For now, though, Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.